All right, let's get in the saddle. Let's get in the game. If you don't know, we go live every day. It's 9 o'clock. UK time. We talk about Thailand, Philippines, Asia. We have a great conversation about everything that goes down in the Thailand community. We also have a 5-point bulletin tonight. The 5-point bulletin we're going to be talking about is 5 reasons not to put your money into a business. I see you there, Vegas guys. Salute to you. You're always coming up in the fast lane in first, second place. Big up Vegas guy at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. If you don't know how this channel works, what we do the warm-up side of the game where we do questions answer or super chat question. Then we go into story. We go into the 5-point bulletin. After that is in Thailand Information Center. We do story time. We usually hang out for about 2-3 hours. How it works is that if you have any questions, put it in the chat and we get the conversation going. We talk about Thailand. You can ask about single man's travel. You can ask about life. You can ask about anything personal in your life going on. Just talk about it. Let's chop it up as man to man. Most of the men was in the chat, but you always remember there's always ladies in the background lurking. So just be careful what you say. You know what I'm saying? And I see you there. Thanks for that. Brent L, I did sharpen up a little bit for my stream today. So yeah, let's keep it lovable. Let's keep pumping through at the Club Fillers Inc. It is Friday night. If you don't know, we got shots of Captain Morgan. We got botanical drink. We got the watches back on the frame as well. People's watches back. Gino of Coats watch. We got Gino of Coats watch there. We got Cheap Charlie's watch there. We got M's watch as well, M, and my Nigel's watch back up in the building. So we got our watch of Wall of Fame is coming back in, and we are back up in the building. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you know, we're about another day, another dollar, guys. We've been working. Please, can you create multiple income streams without money in business, boss? Please, can you create multiple streams with multiple streams with money in money in business? You don't have to say that again now, man, because it sounds kind of drunk to me. I think you're trying to say, can you create multiple streams of income without money? And the answer to your question is most definitely. But you're going to need some sort of money. But you know, with small money, with your own money, you can create multiple streams of income. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I've created a YouTube channel out of nothing. I've created a watch brand out of nothing. I've created, you know. So, yeah, you can do it. You can create small streams with a small amount of money. You're going to need some money. You can't do it with no money. But you could do it with some money and build yourself up, you know what I mean? And use the money. You can start one stream of income with no money, or basically with no money, because you can start a YouTube channel with no money. And then build yourself up, and then it's what you do with the YouTube money. So a lot of people do that, like in the Philippines. That's why Filipino people love the streaming and the lives and the YouTube, because it's free of charge, and they can start straight away. And they're women, and they're gonna get subscribers just like that. So they get to 5,000-10,000 subscribers. They'll get monetized in a month. I see them 6 months, 3 months, a month, 2 months. They'll monetize. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but it's what, and then they get super chats, and then they make a bit of money. But it's what you do with that money, what you make. And when you're at your peak of your game, that's when you're at the most important what to do with the game. So the peak of our game was when we made 10 grand. We made 10 grand. And what do we do with the money? We put it into a watch brand. If you don't know what it is, we got our own watch brand called Club Fillers Inc. And it's a whole brand. It's not just a watch just made. It's a whole brand what we market and sell throughout. We're actually selling it now throughout the place. So we found a place of selling it. And, you know, so you have to go get the money. You have to keep the money, and you have to know how to invest the money or grow the money. So you can start a business from the beginning, and then you know, then I've got a second stream of income. You understand? And then now if I make money from this watch brand, if I make good money from the watch brand, I could take that now and put it into something what could make me another stream of income, you know, and that could be a house or something like that. So that's how it works, like a domino effect. So yeah, for the answer to your question is yes, you can. Let's go into questions answered at the Club of Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. We're pumping it true today at the Club of Fillers Inc. YouTube channel, and we're keeping it as lovable as possible, and we're staying in our lane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can, but you just got to be. It's just how clever you are. And it's just how clever you are and how, you know, how clever you are and how smart you are as a businessman is how far you're going to get when it comes to doing business. You know what I mean? Great stream and whatnot. Yeah, I liked it myself, guys. I thought it was fun. It was something new and dynamic and different on the whatnot, wasn't it? You know what I'm saying? I'll probably do a few of them along the way to build it up. But what I'll do, I'll more be looking to do it for clout and giveaways. I'll just do some giveaways with it, you know what I mean? I'll do a few giveaways and, you know, I'll do it for giveaways and brand recognition. I don't know if I'm going to really sell anything on it. It might do, it might not. But, you know, for brand recognition and clout, that's what it is. You know, so the whatnot was great. We big up to all the guys who came on the whatnot today, who came over to the whatnot and joined in, and we created something, a little stream there for ourselves. We had a home little stream, we had a little chat for ourselves, and it was good. Big up to Tanner as well, who came through, and it was good, you know what I'm saying? So we created a stream. Clive, I think your whatnot contribution helped out the boss today, man. Yeah, you know, everybody was chipping in. And everybody was having a little conversation. So it felt like, you know, it was transition of streaming from one place to another, you know. It didn't feel like we just started from scratch because, you know, that whatnot looked like you could start from zero from that. But I can see guys, people getting discouraged because, you know, that chat can get quiet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, but I will definitely do a few more others. I'll do a few more others streaming over there. But I'll use it just as a giveaway platform, just to give some things away if I'm feeling generous, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, there's a whatnot link. Love to join the whatnot stream. Yes, there is. If you go in the community page, you'll see it. Go in the community page. You know, what products are you canvassing on whatnot? I'm gonna probably do some cheaper watches, giveaways, and sell some cheaper stuff. What I learned about whatnot is that it's a cheap platform, guys, for cheap people. You know, it's not really for branded kind of platform where you're going to sell big brands. I think they're like lower than lower than car boots they are on that platform. It's really cheap stuff. They want really bargains on that place. So I've got a couple of ideas. I can get them some bargains. I can work with whatnot. Whether I want to do it long time or not, it's up to me. I just don't know if I'll be pushing them. What I'll probably do is put a buy now on the brand, put the brand up a little bit, make it a £99 on the watch, and you know, just keep it as brand recognition. You know what I mean? Brand recognition. Put it for £99 and probably sell every other stuff except the, you know, and then probably do one or two until we build up to a good fan base, and then maybe if we do feel that give a lot of giveaways away, get our clout up, and if people get used to us, then maybe we can transition into branded watches. But for now, I think you've got to start from rock bottom at whatnot. They want to start from £1, you know what I'm saying, and build up from £1, you know what I mean, and then, you know, they're like, seem like they're like pound to fivers kind of people, you know what I'm saying. You know, so, you know, you have to work with it. I can work with it, but I just don't know if I'll be doing it all the time. So that'd be one. So guys, today at the Club of Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight, we're going to be talking about business in Thailand. We're going to be talking about, you know, how you can lose a lot of money in Thailand if you don't be careful. If you're in Southeast Asia and you are spending money in Southeast Asia, your money's going to be gone. There's many people who lose money in Thailand. As I said, I'm going to talk to them blue in the face. And men are going to go to Thailand and get convinced to put their money into businesses and things like that. People want to live the dream, you know what I'm saying? What's the difference between Whatnot and this channel? Or Whatnot is a selling platform, bro. It's a selling platform. So basically you can sell stuff on the platform. It's a selling platform. So you can build that up. I could build a Whatnot up, right? And then get to the point where I can start selling loads of stuff and make money through selling. And then after I can make my money through selling and still do the live stream at the same time. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool because I could do the live stream at the same time and then sell stuff at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's probably what it is. It's probably got a bidding thing. That's probably the bidding thing is the only difference. So the bidding thing is the super chats, I suppose. The bidding thing is the super chats. You can make some money and then you can build up a stream for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised I only got 5 followers though. So I would have got a little bit more followers. You guys came over and never followed, man, or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry, for brand exposure. Yeah, that's what it is. But I only got 5 followers. I thought I was going to have at least 20 at least, but I suppose it'll take time for people to start following. And, you know, someone did win a giveaway. So I got to post it off. It's only like £3 postage. So I'll just do that like a giveaway. I'll do like a giveaway and I'll do a couple of sales and things like that. Brand recognition. I'll probably do one Whatnot a week or something like that. I won't be concentrating on it too much. I've got to concentrate on what's important. And I'll probably just do one Whatnot a week. You know what I'm saying? Are we on track for the Philippines? I don't know if we're on track or not, Sean Prawn, but I tell you what, the way my body feels right now, Sean Prawn, I'm definitely going. Hook or by the crook, we're going to get there, mate. I am feeling extremely tired and worn out at the moment. I'm not sure. I've done my back in. I've done my back in along the way. I don't know if I feel like I strained my back. So I'm running at a back strain of a lot of pain in the back there. And a lot of back pain. So I'm not going to do it to myself this year. I'm definitely ain't going to do it to myself this year. But hook or by the crook, we're going to get there. I'm not going to do it to myself. I think I've done enough. I think I've done 2 years of hard back-to-back work, and you lot seen it. And I think it's time for us to take a little bit of a break, you know what I mean? Without being too silly about it, you know what I mean? I think 2 years without a holiday is, especially for an entrepreneur like me, who's going so hard, is enough's enough to say, okay, you've been going hard. You don't have to be greedy now. You understand? We can do our car boots on the weekend. We can do our Whatnot on a Friday. You know what I mean? And, you know, we can, yeah, we can do our Whatnot on a Friday. We can do our car boot on the weekend. And we can, you know, we can do some things instead of, you know, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to kill ourselves, man. You know what I mean? We can do our market store on a Wednesday. We don't have to, we can just keep that steady going and try and build it up to, you know, build it up to a nice cake, you know what I mean? But we don't have to kill ourselves. We don't have to be silly and be greedy and want it all at once. You know, you can't sprint all the way. You run out of gas. You know, you hear what they said in Carlito's Way. You can't sprint all the way. You're going to run out of gas. You understand? You got to take your foot off the gas sometimes and relax. That's probably what the world is saying to me right now, Barry. Relax a little bit. Take it. Boss, are you really going to Thailand? Of course I'm going to Thailand. Of course I'm going to Thailand. Of course. Why would I not? Why would I not? I'm saying 100% going to Thailand. I can't wait to get to Thailand. If you want me to be honest, this is the reason why I've been cutting my ass so much is to get to Thailand. If my initial transition was to get to Thailand for 6 months by September, but I can't possibly do that. I can't see the possibility unless we get some, unless something very, very special happens to us, guys. We get some really great luck next year, and then we've got to take some chances. I've got to take a chance next year, and I'm going to take a chance next year. But I can't see myself definitely getting to Thailand for 6 months next year. But I'm going to take a chance next year, though. I need to take a chance next year. I need to take in the situation which I'm in, I need to take a risk in order to boost, give myself a boost. You know, it's the only way. Boss definitely got Thailand respect. Yeah, man, without a doubt. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Need to get, I mean, you know, guys, when you think about it, people who travel the world and enjoy their life, it's a much better life than being in the UK and being older. When you get older to a certain age, you get over 50 in the UK, I'm 53 years old. When you get over 50 in the UK, it's boring, man. Especially if you need a woman. That's why I notice old men got their women. You need a woman. For a single man, it's not very, very good. And it's not like these dime pieces flying left, right, and centre everywhere where you can just pick them up and everything's all good. It's, you know, it's very few and far between. And the quality streets that you do get over a certain age, it's not my cup of tea. So what's on the menu for me at 53 years old, it's not really for me. You know, I got a match the other day. She's 56 years old. It's not for me. You know, I'm 54 years old. It's not for me. I got a match the other day, you know. All them ages there, it's not for me. It's not. Once you've traveled Thailand, Philippines, Asia, Brazil, had 9s and 10s and lived in Thailand for 7 years and you just banging, you know, super duper Christmas, whether you pay or not pay, it's very difficult to have steak and go back to bacon. You understand? And I know there's transitions in life, but it's very difficult for me to transition. I can't transition. I've realized. I've been here for 9 years and I barely found a girlfriend in the UK. You know what I mean? I barely, you know, interacted with a lot of people. I mean, I'll give you the fact that I do live in Boston. You know what I mean? It's not really good. It's not really conducive, is it? Come on. I got to do better. I can do better with my life. You know, and I can do better. The last 9 years I've been here, you know, it's not really been nothing. I've been, I mean, it's for the UK. It hasn't really been nothing fantastic. I've built a YouTube channel. I've been to Thailand, Philippines about 4 times. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Ukraine. You know, I've traveled some places. You know, I've traveled around, but I bought cars. I bought a Mercedes car. I bought a B-class car, B-class Mercedes. I've got an A-class Mercedes now. You know, I've survived to get to where I am here. You understand? I'm not complaining. I built a watch brand. I built a YouTube channel. It's a very slow pace. I haven't got the world. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not rich. And I'm still at the stages of, you know, crawling myself up off the ropes. But, you know, it's a snail's pace, you know, so it's a snail pace. It's not a fast pace. There's no what I'm looking for, power moves. But next year I'm going to do a power move. I'm going to take a risk and do a power move. It's not going to be, when I say risk, I don't do anything illegal. I do, when I say risk, I mean risk in business. I'm going to take a risk in business. I have to. And, you know, I have to take a risk because I feel like I'm just, if you don't take risk in your life, you're going to go down. Your plane's going to go down. And I need a boost up. I need a real boost so that we can have, you know, we can be good. You know what I'm saying? There you go. At the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Boss Bot Single Man Side again. Okay, so it's OTG. Yeah, so, you know, it's Philippines, but it's Philippines January to September. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, it is what it is. We gotta do something. And another thing, we gotta boost the channel at the same time. I believe that the channel super chats has gone down. I believe that the clout has gone quiet. Not the clout ain't that much quiet. It's the cake has gone quiet. The cake has gone quiet. I think, and when the cake has gone down, the chat has gone different as well. The chat's not so many different people chatting in the chat. I don't know what's going on with the mod situation. I have modded a few people and I haven't seen them. I mean, I always run into this trap. I didn't mod Ned Bundy for a good while. Ned Bundy used to come all the time. I haven't seen Ned Bundy for a little while. I haven't seen Heskin P. I'm going to start calling people out what I haven't seen who's modded, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't, we got to do something about that. You can't just be a mod and just always be on the background. You've got to either do something about it. You know what I mean? You got to at least come in at least once a week or something and say, hey, man, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's the time zones. Maybe I need to change the daytime streams. But, you know, yeah, I need to do something about the chat a little bit. You know, a little bit more mods, a little bit more people talking, a little bit more people. Mr. Porter's great. Mr. Porter's great. He dropped us £100 TTS. And I've still got the £100. And I've got something, I could do anything with that £100. and I've been holding on to that £100. It's not a lot of money to you. It's not a lot of money to a lot of people. It's not a lot of money, but it's something I can just do with my own self. I can just do anything I want to do with it. And I'm going to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's going to be, you know. So big up to Mr. Porter. And, you know, and big up to all the rest of them. But, I mean, we have to try and spice it up a little bit. You know, maybe I need to bring a lady on. That's true. I can't do it all. But I think we need to just travel. We just need to travel. We need to get out, travel. I've been thinking about Vietnam as well. I've been thinking about popping over to Vietnam while I'm in the Philippines. Because I'm feeling that Vietnam's got such great internet. And it's got a lot of content. And it's very cheap. That we could get some great content in Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? So I've been thinking about going Vietnam as well. For a trip over as well. But, yeah, we need to do something. You know what I'm saying? We need to do something. You know, we need to do something to boost the channel a little bit more, because the cake has definitely gone down, and the people was chatting in the chat has gone down. So we need to do something about it. Anyway, moving on. Boss, do you think if you had a lady, it would boost the channel? 100%, 100%. If you have a dime piece on the channel, it changes the dynamic of the channel. People start coming out the woodworks who was never here before, will come out, and it will change the whole day. I can test it for you if you want me to. If you have a dime piece for the weekend, your channel will be boosted by the rest of the week. If you have 3 days of girls on your channel, the rest of the week, because you've got a room full of guys, and you know, there's only so much talking you can talk. Sometimes you got to put that little spice on it and spice it up a little bit. You know, you got to spice it up, go to a new town, or do something else, or bring a lady on, or something. You know, you got to do something. Otherwise, your playing will go down, because it's repetitiveness. People are seeing the same repetitiveness over and over and over again. You know what I mean? And that's business. But my mind is like, I can't be. I've been so focused on my watch brand and building up my watch brand and waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and busting my ass to get that up and going. I can't do both. It's very difficult to do both. You know what I mean? So there you go. I see you there, rich man. Can't do myself without money, my friend. Can't do anything without money. I see you there, rich man, with ultimate rich Reed Dollar. Ultimate rich Reed Dollar. Ultimate rich Reed Dollar. Mod on the channel. We got that mod from Kelly Codwell. Big up Kelly Codwell for that. And like I said, guys, I got nothing against Kelly Codwell. I got nothing against no other streamers. If sometimes we cross paths and we go back and forth with each other, that's just the way it goes, you know what I'm saying? But it's never going to be, I'm a boss. I'm not here to be beefing with people. I'm just here to just have a little bit of fun. But I know that one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep you in your place. So if you come at me and you hit below the belt, I'm going to give you something low below the belt. You're going to get one back, because you've got to keep people in check, you know. You can't let people get too comfortable. So Kelly Codwell did a little bit of below the belt, so I had to give him one back, you know what I mean? And I think he felt that one when I cussed him out the other day. So there you go, we're even, you know what I'm saying? But you got to, you know, you can't let people get too comfortable. With £100, you can get 3 shots. Well, that's what I need right now, Shauna Prawn. Something like that I'm going to do very soon. I haven't had the time to do it, but that's something I got to do very soon. I got to go down to London on the 22nd for a funeral on the 22nd of this month. So I've got to go to London. So I might divert over I've got to go to MC Bargains in Birmingham. So I might try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go over to MC Bargains, and then go from there to London. And then, you know, and I'm thinking about staying overnight, I'm thinking about staying overnight and then do it like that. Okay. Boss, it appears that if you do not send cash to if you cannot get to your channel, is the channel, boss, it appears if you not send cash you're worthless to the channel these days. Skip Archie, I think I'll educate you. I think personally, if you do not talk in the chat, like Sean the Prawn, if you do not talk in the chat like a few other people, if you do not come and have a little joke, say a little laugh, then you're worthless to the channel. I think that's what you should say. I think that's what you should say. I think if you're not saying anything, you're just sitting down in the back of the channel, just not saying anything for weeks on end, then you're useless to the channel. But if you're saying something in the channel, if you're asking a question or you're running a joke or you're having a laugh or you say something, I don't know, something to spice it up. You know what I mean? That's what I think is more, when it comes to us, I think this is the stage we're at with my channel. I don't think it's that much about the cash. I think it's more about the clout. The clout about it is when you become worthless. So I'll educate you on that one. But let's move on. You talk to me, but you ignore you. Well, let's see what you said. You see, if you say something which is crazy, I'm not going to answer it. But let's see what you said. Let's see if you answered any questions. Sometimes when people say things, crazy stuff, then there's two things you can do in your channel. You can ignore them, or you can you can read the chat. I didn't see none of your questions there, Skip Archie. So if you do want to ask for a question, put it in the chat. Don't be so sensitive. Just answer the question and say, look, question above. So a lot of people do say this, look, question above. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be so sensitive. But I wouldn't say my channel at this point is at the point about cash. I think my channel at this point is about, we've had nights and days of just talking and dropping lyrics and nights and days. So I wouldn't honestly say this channel it's just a super chat channel, you know what I'm saying? And all the other people can get lost. I think we've had nights and days where we spoke for hours with no super chats. And we've just had a bunch of a laugh and a joke, I suppose. Guys, anyway, let's get into Kippy's a good bloke. Well, you know. He was a mod on the enemy's channel for a long time. So I don't know about that one, but, you know, you can go wherever you want to go. I don't know what, I don't know. You know. Do you save your air miles? No, I don't do the air miles thing, my man. I don't have credit cards, bro. I don't have anything like that. I have poor money management, my man. And I'm working on getting better in my money management. My money management is terrible. It's terrible, to be honest with you, bro. And, you know, maybe I have a problem. I know how to go and make the money. I know how to work my ass off, bust my ass to get the money. I know how to get the money. And I know how to even keep the money, but I wouldn't say keep the money. When I get the money, I just need to make smarter choices with the money. You know? Yeah, I need to do smarter choices with the money. That's all it is. So it's called money management. I've got to work on my money management. Because for the enormous work I've put in over the last 2 years, I still could be a little bit further than what I am. But I think I've made a few bad, you know, money, it's not that much money, but, you know, this is one of the reasons why I was so adamant about the watch brand, because I was just for one time in my life, not in my life, but one time, I wanted to make the right decision when I got some money. So when I finally did get the 10 grand, I wanted to make a right decision to do with it. Just for one time in my life. You know, many people was pulling me left, right, and centre back. Just go and buy a Mercedes convertible and take a holiday and travel to China and travel Philippines, go and see a girl and do this. And don't worry about the watch brand, you know. And, you know, the bad mind was pulling me that way. Like, oh, man, maybe I'm just trying to punch above my weight. Maybe I should just go to China and then just jump on a plane and go to the Philippines and just come back. And then my good mind was like, no, babe, you know how that ends. You know how that game was. We've done that many times. You've made them mistakes. This is why you're poor money management. You go get the money and you don't know exactly what to do with the money. You just do the same thing. Basically, you put your money into liabilities and not assets. And this is where you got to get in life as a man. You got to get your liabilities and your assets correct. So things like expensive meals are liabilities. Things like expensive holidays are liabilities. Things like nice cars are liabilities. Clothes, liabilities. You know, things which are worthless are liabilities. And when we get, most of us, we get our money and we put it into liabilities and not assets, what can make you a lot more money. So just at one point in my life, I just wanted that, I was adamant and stubborn to myself to say, no, Barry, no cars, no jewelry, no this, no that, no, not this time around. Not this time around. I'm going to put it into, and I got all that money and I dumped it all onto my watch brand. And I feel good about it today. That's, you know, I dumped all that money. I didn't take none of it. I didn't go on holiday. I ain't been on holiday for 2 years. I dumped all of the money all into the watch brand. And I feel good about it today. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying to you. So, you know, there you go. So sometimes you just got to be stubborn, and you got to, see, us men, we learn the hard way. We don't learn the easy way. We have to get burnt hard. You have £3 million to go for your hands before you end up realizing that you spent all your money on liabilities and flashy cars and dime pieces without, you know, investing the money into things which are going to make you more money. You know what I mean? So I'm learning. I'm getting better. So I'm a better man today than I was before. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Gold, I had a delivery for butchers. Black pudding, sausage, egg this morning. Highlight of the weekend. Big up Gold coming through. Good to see you there, Gold. Guys, I've got to get into my 5-point bulletin tonight because I can't be on here too long because I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I can't be on here too long, maybe 2 hours. So I have to get onto my 5-point bulletin now at the Club Fillers Inc. If you don't know, I do car boot on a Saturday. So I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I have to get some rest. So I'm going to be on here till a couple hours and I'm going to go. But I've got to get this 5-point bulletin out of the way because I want you to educate you lot on some things. Now, let me just tell you about this 5-point bulletin before I start. Guys, there's a lot of people in this. It will happen millions and millions and millions of times, no matter how much I talk in the face. Everybody's got this dream of getting out the Western world, of the hard work and the harsh reality of the Western world, and the slog and the hard and the work and everything else, and get into paradise like Thailand, Philippines. And a lot of people, they get their money, they get their pension, they get their inheritance money, they get money from they saved up, their hard-earned money, and they get to Thailand. And when they get to Thailand, somehow along the line, guys, someone, a lady or a guy or someone with some intentions come along and they convince them to put their money into a business. Now, in a sensible sense, if you're in the Western world, that's sensible, you know. But in Thailand, the rules are different. The rules are completely different. You can't think like you're in the Western world. And you can't think, it doesn't rationally think like that. Most of the businesses in Thailand are potholes. And you're going to lose all your money. You know, so, you know, and the people, as I said, I'm going to talk to I'm blue in the face, but we are going to talk today about it. You know, let's go into it. You only live once, go to Thailand. Yeah, I've had that motto. That's what put me in the position why I'm in today, Dutch Frank. That's the reason why I'm here today, talking to a bloody camera at 9 o'clock on a Friday with no lady and no house, you know what I'm saying, and no financial stability, because I lived that motto of, oh, well, you only live once, well, you might as well just, you know, tomorrow's never going to come. This sabai attitude, the same as the Thai people think. Sabai, it's never going to happen. Oh, let's just have a drink. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But when the harsh reality hits you and you turn 53 and £3 million gone through your hands, and you've had BIS cars, Mercedes, top range car, and you lose it all, you wake up to a big reality thinking, what the hell? What the hell happened here? You know what I'm saying? And you never want to be here anymore. You understand? You don't want to be, because let me tell you something. The way of lifestyle of living, there's a low lifestyle of living, there's a middle class, and there's an upper class, and there's affluence. I've lived every one. And let me tell you something, the best one is being an affluent lifestyle. You wake up different, you eat different, you think different, and you even move different when you live an affluent lifestyle. When you're at the bottom, it's constant hustle and struggle to survive and get from one place to another, and money is tight. It's a horrible way to live, trust me. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. So I don't have the attitude of, sabai no more, and I don't have, you only live once. I have an attitude of, You know, I have an attitude of thinking that, you know, I got to do better. Let's get into the no good looking back, boss. Look forward to the tip of the day. Gold. Let me explain something to you, Gold. When I talk on my channel, I'm talking to people which giving the experience of my own experience of my life. I don't give a damn about looking back. When I look back on my life, and I've had a great life. I've had a great life. There is nothing I can take about my life. I've had £3 million gone from my hand. I've always had cash. I've had 45 different countries I've been to. I've had 35 different cars, and I've always I've had 40, and I've had 1,500 women. You can look back in life as long as you look back at good times. But what I'm trying to say, explain to someone, is that I'm not making the same mistakes over and over again. I hope you can pay attention, Gold. I mean, so, you know, pay attention, Gold. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Please pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's keep it going down the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Okay, let's go to number 5 at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. If you open a bar in Thailand, you become Thai people's cash cow. You know, you become Thai people's cash cow. You know what I'm saying? Boss, did you ever date a skint bar girl in Pattaya? They're all skint. They're all skint, bro. That's why they work in the bar. Did you ever date a skint bar girl in Pattaya? They're all skint, bro. Give them 10,000 baht. You wouldn't see they spend it all in one night and wake up tomorrow and with not a penny and have to borrow money from their friends to eat. I don't know what kind of question that is. Okay, so if you open up a bar, you become Thai people's cash cow. Because all you're going to do, you're going to feed, maybe, if you bunch up all the people what you're paying in your bar, you're probably going to be feeding nearly 1,000, probably nearly close to 500 Thai people. Nearly 500. You might have staff of about 15 or 20 people. Think about their offsprings, what they're sending money back to their family. They're sending money to their friends. They're giving this, they're that, they're this, they're that. Think about that, of all the offsprings. So you're nearly feeding 500 people of that the one bar you got. You're feeding the security. The security is sending money to his family, this and that. You're feeding him. You're feeding his wife, his children. You're feeding the the cashier. You're feeding the ladies at the bar. You're feeding the landlord is not your bar. You're paying the landlord. You're giving her cash, which is stinking rich, by the way, because most of them are the ones who own the bars in Pattaya. They're at the least they're stinking rich and live somewhere else. They got so much money, it's unbelievable. And you know, you just keep feeding, and you're not. You just keep feeding people. She's feeding this one and that one and that one, because through your money, you know. So think about how much your money is spreading around. This is why they make it so easy for you to open up a bar. It's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G opening up a bar. You wouldn't believe if it was so easy in the UK, everybody would have a bar in the UK. So they make it so easy for you. Because they go on yet. Oh, you go, oh, well, you've come to Pattaya with all your life savings, or you come here with your pension, or you've come here with a bunch of money, and you want to lose it. They don't tell you that, but, oh, you want to invest it, and you want to make a lot more money, and you think you can come to Thailand and make money because you think this is the land of milk and honey, do you? Okay, we'll take your money. We're not going to try to take your money. Take it. Give him a bar, give him a license, give him this, give him that. You know, just get yourself a little bar, get a little Thai bar girl, or get engaged to her or something, so that the money can filter back to the Thai people. It always has to filter back to Thai people. Just get her as a front person so she can get the license easy. You don't even have to marry her, but just make it as a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She gets the Thai on the license easy, and you know, and then you can have the bar, and you have to pay the staff, you have to pay electric, you have to pay order. You have to pay the cashier, you have to pay the security, you have to pay the ladies, you have to pay the lease for the ground, and you have to pay for the drinks. Well, you're going to buy it from the supermarket, because they're going to get paid from you too, by the way. The supermarkets, the drinks you buy from, you're getting paid them, you understand? And you're going to pay, you're going to pay, and you're going to pay, and you're going to live the life of what Ricky Drama said. You pay. You You understand? Basically, you just keep paying out your nose. Out of your nose. And when you finally do keep paying and you do all that, when you finally do keep paying, then you can have a bar. You'll have a bar if you're a proud owner of a bar in Pattaya. Proud owner. But unfortunately, your luck doesn't stop right there. Your luck doesn't stop right there, because every month you're going to have to pay again. Every month you pay. Every month you pay. Every single month you pay. But you still got a bar. You got a trophy that you got a part of the business in Pattaya. So there you go. A chap I knew blew 250,000 in 1 year, ended up selling drugs, got 20 years served, 7 years back in the UK, feeling lost the plot by many. That is a great story, Golden. A usual story. A usual story. You know, Gold, I had a guy working for me, an Iranian guy working for me, and we were always working together and everything else, and he was making about 1,000 baht a day. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was skin. And, the guy said to me, Barry, you know what? I'm fed up of working. We used to work from 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock or 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. It was only 4 hours a day, but he used to stand up. He said, I'm fed up of standing up all night, bringing customers in the club and everything else. I'm going off to go and sell some naughty stuff. Sure enough, he quit the job, went off in Thailand. He used to live with a ladyboy. I think she was doing it with him. Bang, sure enough, he did get caught. He's ended up in jail, doing a whole bunch of time. He's probably still there now. Yeah, no one don't listen. Many do it, and that is true. Many do it. Many fall for the same old mistake. That's why I was so surprised. I was so surprised in my man Colin, because Colin should know better and do better. It's the same mistake over and over and over again. Pissed, let's see what he says. Pissed every night, on the coke every day, banging endless chicks, brought her into several bars, pool calf, view tally, ex-girlfriend grassed on him. There you go. Go to me, that's just a normal story. A usual story. That's what you call getting carried away in Thailand and losing your mind and having a midlife crisis. Because you never had chicks like that before. You've lost your mind. It happens to many, many people. I can understand it. Listen, let me tell you something. When I was 27 years old and I was 26 years old, I used to live that crazy lifestyle, but it wasn't about, I never did anything illegal. But I used to live that crazy lifestyle. And I've lived that crazy lifestyle in my 20s. I lived in Thailand. So by the time I did get to Thailand when I was 38, not when I first went there, but when I was living in Thailand, when I did get to Thailand, I think it was about 34 or something like that. When I did get to Thailand, I didn't think it was a big thing. I thought, it's just a trick game. This is just a normal thing, but these girls just want money. It's the same as they do the same as what they do in the Western world, but they just want money for it. That's all it is. I said, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them some money. It was no big deal, though. It wasn't like I was losing my mind where I was going to lose my mind. It was just like it was the same thing. I was doing in England, we were just not paying. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. But some people, they never had that before. They never had that kind of interaction with all beautiful girls and fun and jokes. They never had it all their life. What they've done is work, home, work, make money, work, home, and they never had it. So when they get it, it blows their mind. You know what I'm saying? Please describe the best way to navigate through this crazy behavior. Well, oh, damn. There you go. The best way to do it is not to fall into the potholes. I'll make a 5-point bulletin about it. Not to fall into the potholes of Thailand. And one of them is drinking. One of them is women. And I've had a 5-point bullet, but I'll do another one. Women, I'll do the 5 of them. Women, alcohol, drugs, partying all the time, and basically just poor money management, losing your brain in the airport, just leaving your brain at the airport and just basically just spending like the money's never gonna finish, because it's gonna finish. You know. There you go. Okay, have you been offered? Okay, there you go. Okay. You've been to Thailand, you smashed 500 women in Pattaya, dumped every one of them, you're lucky to be alive. That's Thailand for you, isn't it? I lived in Thailand for 7 years, smashed 500 Thai women. No doubt about it. Single man side of the game all the way. Lady in my bed every single night. Different lady every night. Change my pants every night. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of fun. Am I lucky to be alive? Yeah, I suppose. And I've done more than that in my life to be lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to live from when I lived when I was 19. And I'm lucky to be alive. I'm very lucky. This is one of the reasons why a lot of my friends my school friends and people who I grew up with don't come out, never leave their house, because they know they're just lucky to live and breathe another day because of what we've been through. 90% of businesses in Thailand is going to fail and you lose all your money. So just remember that 90% will fail, and 90%. Don't waste my time, Clive. Please don't waste my time. We're all adult here. Don't waste my time. So 90% of business in Thailand is gonna fail, and you're gonna lose all your money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, there you go at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky to listen. Let me tell you something, Skip Archie. I'll explain to you about talking about being lucky. I am lucky to live my gangster lifestyle when I was young, from when I was 16 to when I was when I was 14 or whatever, to when I was 20. You know, them years. I'm lucky to live my life out of that. I was lucky to, you know what I'm saying? I was lucky to live the Dockland days when I went crazy and was going crazy and everything else. I was lucky to live in Thailand for 7 years. The only time I cooled off is when I got a baby mother and I got my children and calmed down in my early 30s. And I'm very lucky to be alive right now in everything I've been through, 100%, no doubt. Give thanks for that. It's been a crazy while, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Dutch for him. Enough of that bullshit. Time out for foolishness. Just get with the program, with the channel, brother. No time for that. You know, there you go. Yeah, Thailand days was absolutely fantastic. It was amazing. It was one of the most amazing times of my life. It felt like I was, I can see why a rock star and the rappers feel. That's the way I feel. The nightclub scene has dried up, is run by millionaires and billionaires, guys. When people go to Thailand, if you decide they're going to open up a nightclub, there was a guy who was opening up a nightclub in Thailand. He spent 1.5 million. The word on the street, him and his crew spent 1.5 million on this club. They decorated this club up like it was bloody a palace, like there was no tomorrow. They did, you know, they did everything. They did everything which was crazy to the club. The word on the street, they were going to get I wanted to get a contract. I went to this old guy who I knew. He got me the contract. I made a lot of money from it. And, you know, I filled the club up. But they had internal affairs. They broke up when they went back to Thailand. And there was only one guy left. Very nice guy. He couldn't hold the club by himself. He lost the club. He lost one. I never seen a big man, a grown man cry like that in my life. But I seen a grown man cry. Like, boy, I was like, well, I actually felt sorry for him, man. You know, it's only money, but he lost all. He said he lost a lot of his life savings as well. Went down the drain in the club. Lost it, didn't get no money back. Gave it back to the owner. So you're gonna lose it. You're only a small fish. You're only just a small little fish in a big pond. You'll be a small fish in a big pond. You know what I'm saying? And you will be a small fish, and you will lose all your money. you're not going to make it. Because there's too many sharks out there. It's got loads, millionaires and billionaires who can last through the C19 and still have their clubs. 808, iBar, Flex Club. These guys are sharks in the game with millions and billions to last through that. And you think you can come in the game and all of a sudden just take over. You know what I'm saying? Them blokes from Insomnia have made big cake, I say. Millions. But half of Insomnia owned by the police, man. Half of it, they owe millions, bro. But half of see, once you get to that level, the police are gonna come and say, nah, we're not taking. They're gonna take so much money from you. They decided to say we're gonna either go half with it, or they go half with the police. Half and half goes with the police. There you go. You know, do you plan on buying an iPhone? So I don't live in Thailand or I don't live in Southeast Asia. And I'm not a young guy, bro. So, I mean, what iPhone 17 ain't going to do nothing to my life. You don't come to the UK and say, I've got an iPhone 17 and your status goes up. You know what I'm saying? If your status doesn't go up when you go in the UK, people just look at you, oh, okay. You can't even say anything. So, you got a phone, okay. It's not like in America or Philippines or Thailand. In Philippines, if you got an iPhone 17, it's like buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That's what it's like. I said, if you see that girl, Double Trouble in Asia, she went to all her friends' house, all them girls, she went around Bombshell and all them girls' house. If you saw the jealousy in their face and the admiration in her face of the iPhone, she bought her iPhone 17. It's like, if you saw the jealousy in their face, because, you know, women are always jealous of their friends. Because it's like, that's just like crazy. You could buy a house with that. You could buy a home, you could buy a house, you could buy 2,000 odd.
Gold. Ink super chatted £2. Cock out gang is here, Bazza.
Yeah, Gold, I don't really like the cock out gang, really, but each to their own. Thanks for the super chat. But I don't like that bollocks there, bro. That's too desperate. That's desperate shit, man. What kind of foolishness are we going on with? What level of the chat? What level are we going to with the club? What level are we going? Oh, let me tell you something, guys. Club Fillers Inc. is not going to be a part of the cock out gang. We're not going to be a part of that. You understand? That is for guys who's got desperation, weirdos and crazy, and you know, why do you have to do that? Why would you have to do that? Why would you want to be a part of that? You understand? Are you that desperate? You have to start pulling out your cock? You're that desperate? God damn, bro. Go to Thailand. Go sleep with 500 women. Go to Thailand for 6 months. Go to Thailand. Go and enjoy your life, man. God damn. You have to indecently depose yourself like that? Just for what? God damn. That's desperation, man. At its finest, man. God damn. Go find yourself a dime piece, man. Smell good, look good, and be the best version of yourself. What part of the game am I missing? What part of the game am I missing on this one, guys? What part of the game am I missing? You know what I'm saying? What happened to putting on a nice shirt, put on some nice Versace glasses, smell good, put a nice shave on, walking out the house smelling good, put some aftershave on. Even though I've got to buy my new aftershave. You know what I mean? And smelling good and looking good and being the best version of yourself. What happened to that? Are we resorting? Is the Thailand genre resorting down to the Ben Newton style, degenerate style of pulling your cock out? Pulling your cock out. Is that the level we got to on the club in the Thailand genre? And there's ladies watching in the Thailand genre thinking, what would ladies see that? What if ladies see that? They see a man on the channel who says, get your cock out. You're missing the point. It's just banter. No, that's not banter. That's not banter, Gold. That's low-level degenerate stuff from Ben Newton camp. That's what that is. Degenerate low-level stuff from Ben Newton's camp. Stay away from that shit, Gold. You're better than that, brother. You understand? Stay away from that shit. That's degenerate stuff from Ben Newton's camp. Comes from Ben Newton's camp. That's the type of thing Ben Newton would do. That's what Ben Newton does on a live stream. He's degenerated himself to go and pull out his cock in front of on B Moron's channel. You know, what kind of degradedness are you doing to yourself, brother? Get away from that, Gold. Get away from that bullshit. Get away from them people. You know, look good, smell good, be the best version of yourself. Drop, you know, let's buy a Bentley. Let's buy a Rolls Royce. Let's run a business. Let's make thousands of pounds. Let's stay in 5-star hotels. Let's get dime pieces. Let's buy a yacht. Let's buy a plane. Let's not go down that road of get your cock out. I've said enough. Let's move on. We're not on the get your cock out kind of stuff. Pick up yourself. Anyway, let's move on. No, that's not a laugh, bro. That's the Gold. That's not a laugh. I said my piece. That's it. There's no laugh in it. I'm not part of that shit. Don't want to know about it. Don't want nothing to do with it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing to do with it. If you're in a good cock out, good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you, Gold, with that degenerate stuff. What the fuck's going on with you, bro? Gold, what's going on with you, man? What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you, brother? You're Gold Inc., brother. You're the man, the myth, the legend. What's going on with you, bro? What happens when a lady looks on what you got to say and you say what happens with Tanra and because everybody's watching, by the way, Gold. Tanra's watching, Gile's watching, Orchidelia's watching. All these ladies are watching. What happens when they see that next to your name against? It's not so bad they see it against Ben Newton's name. When they see that against your name, this guy wants to pull his cock out. I mean, I know there's banter, bro. I know these jokes, bro. I know there's a little laugh, but come on, bro, Gold. Come on, Gold, brother. Brother, man, come on, pull your pants up, brother. You're losing it, brother. Pull your pants up. The boss is telling you you're losing it, brother. You're a super chat king, brother. You're part of the club, Fellas. You won the war against the crime family, bro. You went to war and went big. You know what I'm saying? You went hard in the game, bro. Come on, bro. You know, we got man who buying watches for bloody G Northcote buying watches for £500, brother. You know, we go big over here. we got bloody the man like Cheap Charlie buying watches for the boss for £200, brother. We got bloody M buying watches for £200. We got bloody my man Nigel buying watches for £200. What part of the game am I missing, Gold? Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on. Come on, brother. Come on. I see you there. So let's just not talk about it. No more cock here talking here, please. None of that. 100%. No more of that. No more of that. Don't let me get upset because degenerate stuff is never me. Never me. I don't do degenerate stuff because I live an affluent, rich life. Big up my man G Northcote coming through Sauerkraut. I live an affluent lifestyle, bro. Come on. I don't have my channel to be living a degenerate lifestyle, to degenerate down my lifestyle. I live an affluent lifestyle, man. I'm driving Mercedes. I got my own brand. I got my own thing. You know, I've never done that from get-go to degenerate stuff. You know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. Don't be a part of that shit. Pull your socks up, bro. Do better than that. Let's move on. I ain't got all night to talk about it. I got things to do. Remember, I got to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning and keep pumping through. Remember that. The YouTube genre has lost its sparkle. The pandemic, pre-pandemic genre is still relatively small, but frequent punches above its weight. Now it's struggling across the board. I agree with that, June Northcote. I agree with that 100%. It has lost it. It can get back, but it's lost it. Okay. It has definitely lost this game. I think it's a contribute to do with. I think it's a contribution to do with a lot of. How much? I don't know. It's kind of lost its way. It has, and I don't know. We can talk about it after, but yeah, we have to do better. Okay, I think I said my speech. I can't say no more. But I'm not a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of it. I'm not a part of no degenerate stuff, guys. I'm only a part of great and amazing stuff. Okay, be careful of where you buy your condo from in Thailand. You can get scammed very easy with a lot of a lot of fake ownerships. There's people with fake ownership, pretend they own a condo, and they're Thai people, they own a condo, and it doesn't matter where you're from, man. There's many millionaires in Boston, man. You know how much millionaires are in Boston? You know how much older people which are millionaires and multi-millionaires in Boston who have retired, who live here now? You understand? You know what I mean? You're living in one of the richest countries in the world, my man. You know what I mean? Be thankful for that. So, you know, you're trying to be clever. You're trying to be the cleverest one in the room, but you don't understand what I'm saying to you. Okay, so anyway, let's keep going. And, you know, and there you go. Let me give you another, so you never learnt for that. Let me just give you a 24-hour timer. I ain't got no time for you. Dutch fry, I ain't got no time for that. You know, drama scares away a lot of folks. Yeah, it does. And it's been a lot of drama. It's been a lot of drama on the YouTube scene. It's been a lot of. I try to make peace, but it's been a lot of drama. Press 1 in the chat if you think the Club Filler Zinc bar will work in Pattaya, Thailand, or press 2 in the chat if you think it's a bad idea to do a Club Fillers Inc. Club Filler Zinc bar in Pattaya, Thailand. You know what I'm saying? There you go. You know, press 1 if you think the Club Filler Zinc bar will work in Pattaya, Thailand. Shauna Prawn says 1. Chris Stevenson says 1. Daniel Holmes says 1. Chris Stevenson says definitely 1. Clarka says 100% 1. You know, there you go. I personally would say 1 if we do live streaming with it at the same time. So we live stream some girls. We make the bar. We live stream some girls. And we make it into a live streaming as well as a bar as well. So we make it into a bar with the live streaming at the same time. Where we have a section of bar live streaming. Then we have a section of, like the way Sexy Bar do it. You know what I'm saying? Big up for that, guys, at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. That was the 5-point bulletin tonight. We are here. We got one more. We got 1 more hour, guys, to do a live stream. And then I've got to go to bed at 11 o'clock. So I've got to wake up early. I'm going to do 1 more hour. Now we're going to go into the Thailand Information Center. We're going to talk about everything and anything what goes down in the Thailand community. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. So yeah, if we had a bar, that would be quite fun if we had a bar called Club Fillers Inc. bar or whatever it was. And Club Fillers Inc. We'll just call it Club Fillers Inc. and we had a bar. That would be interesting. We had our watch brand, we had a bar, we had our live stream. That would be some fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be some fun? You know what I'm saying? You could watch the live stream, watch the girls on the stream. It definitely would go hand in hand with the channel. And it would boost the channel as well. Get some ladies up here and everything else. So, if you're in the background, say South Korea forever, hold your peace. Big up to Gold. I was just expressing myself a little bit, Gold. But, you know, one thing you know about me, I am very funny about degenerate stuff. I'm very funny about that. You know, there you go. It would be great. Yeah, you know, that would be quite fun. You know what I mean? That would be good. There'll be some good movements, some power movements. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be some good power movements, without a doubt, if we had that. So I've been thinking about going to Vietnam as well as going to Thailand. Go Vietnam maybe for a few days or a week or 4 days or so when I go to Philippines. I see there goes Pepper. Good to see you, mate. Going to Philippines. Silly levels of vigilance are required to bar in Pattaya. I agree. Yeah, you need to mastermind that shit to make it work, mate. You've got to be very clever out there. The rules are different to in the Western world. You know, you could open up bars 20 years ago. You could open up bars or something like that and make money in the Western world. People used to go out. People used to party. People don't go out in the Western world no more. People stay at home. The money's tight. Everybody's thinking no one's got no money. The younger generation are struggling. You know, people are struggling for money. It's a stay-at-home culture from the C-19. And, you know, everybody's trying to make money online. Everybody's trying to buy and sell. There's a lot going on in this world, man. I'll tell you that, man. It's crazy. But do you have indoor? You do have indoor car boot in the summer, in the winter time. You do, yes, you do. But I don't know if I'll be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. CC bar, whatever. Oh, okay, there you go. Why are you going on so hard with CC? That's not very nice. I don't think CC's into that. I don't think CC's into Lima Bros. Come on, bro. That's the time you out for foolishness. CC's not into Lima Brothers. I think who's into Lima Brothers is Ben, Tom, you know, like that, who's into Lima Brothers. Each to their own. I mean, I'm not here judging anybody, but I don't think CC's into that kind of thing. You know, but boss, I think the bars in Pattaya will be a total success unless the enemies cause issues. I mean, Clucker, why do we have to always go down that road? Why do we have to go down that road every time, bro? Why is it really gets my back up when people say that? Because you got to explain to me, what enemies are you talking about? What enemies are you talking about? What kind of enemies are you talking about, brother? Could you tell me something? What kind of enemies you're talking about? And what could the enemies, if you're talking about, could you tell me that? Could you explain that to me? Who are the enemies? Could you explain that to me? And what kind of trouble could they cause me for opening up in a bar in Pattaya? You know what I'm saying? I'm a free man. I owe nobody nothing. I turn on my live stream and I go live. And then, you know, like I said to you, you know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with me going live and you have a problem with this, and you know, that's your problem. That's your issue. That's your issues, bro. So what, someone's going to pay police to come to raid my yard? To raid my bar? Or someone's going to pay police to raid my yard? You're going down a road, Clucker, where you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said to you, if people decide that they want to wake up in the morning and they don't like you, there's always going to be someone not going to like me. I'm a bloody genius, bro. You haven't seen it already? I'm only using 20% of my brain. It's my family, some of my family members don't like me. You understand? You know why? They said he was always the privileged one. He was always the golden child. I was my mum's favorite child. I've always been disliked. You understand? It doesn't matter. The only people I'm not disliked with is my day one friends. My day one friends love me to death. Like, there ain't no tomorrow. My Tottenham boys love me to death. You understand? Because I'm loyal, I'm honest. You can leave me 100 grand and know that Barry's the loyal one. You understand? And, you know, I'm honest, I'm loyal, and I'm there to the end. I'm a friend to the end. You understand? So, you know, when you talk about people, you know, enemies, I get it, but please don't get my back up and start talking like you, because what you're trying to say is that everybody else, I see Chocolate Man doing a live stream in Pattaya for 3 hours today. 3 hours doing a live stream. So Chocolate Man can go to Thailand and do a 3-hour live stream. This one can go to Thailand and do a 3-hour live stream. Everybody can go to Thailand and do a 3-hour, but I'm not allowed to do a live stream? I'm not allowed to open up a bar? Because of what? What was the reason? What's the purpose? What's the reason? Who have I done what to who? Because somebody decides they don't like me or they want to wake up. Come on, bro. Get with the program, bro. So stop trying to dig a hole what's not there. You understand? You know, stop trying to dig a hole what's not there. You know what I'm saying? There's no hole there. There is no problem with nobody. You understand? So, you know, there is no problem. If you decide you want to be an enemy to me, you just so that's it. There you go. Let's move on. Did you watch Long Man's live stream for 3 hours? That's great. No, I didn't, but I saw the time where it says 3-hour live. You know, so I didn't watch. I couldn't watch 3 hours. I couldn't watch Chocolate Man for 3 hours. I'm going to be honest with you, because sometimes it's just a little bit too much for me. You know, I think Chocolate Man is a very nice guy, but it's just not real enough for me. It's just too fake, bro. It's too much fake shit, and I can't take too much fake shit. I can't take too much of that. You know, I understand that he has to play a role, but you know, I'm just naturally I am, and probably he can't be like that. But I can't. Well, I couldn't watch him for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, there you go. But yeah, he's still a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? And so when people team up together, because he was an enemy at one point. Talking about enemy, but he was on one side. When people team up together and try to bully someone in the schoolyard, you understand? That's your problem. You understand? Okay, so there you go. So don't tell me that everybody else can do a 3-hour live stream and everybody can go to Thailand this one can go to Thailand, but I'm not allowed to go to Thailand. I'm not allowed to open a bar because some guys decided to wake up in the morning and not like me because I'm a genius. I'm expecting you not to like me. I'm expecting you, you know, from when I was 20 years old, I wasn't like. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something because you're getting my back up. But I should leave it. But let me tell you something. When I was 20 years old, you know, one of my friends walked past the street. He said, Barry, I walked past the whole street and you had the best car on the street. I used to have diamonds. I used to have a gold chain. I used to have bundles of money. I always used to walk around with £1,000. You know, them days it wasn't credit cards or cards. It was cash. So I always used to have a grand in my pocket. Grand. I used to pull out a grand all the time. My friend used to say, Barry, how come you always got money? You understand? Grand in my pocket. It was normal. Just a grand cash walking like this. You know, the OGs in the area said, you know what? We're going to rob you, that guy. We don't like that guy. He's too flashy. We're going to rob him. Word on the street is, Barry, you're going to get robbed. You understand? So let me explain something to you. I just came out of, and I'm not proud of it, but I just came out of being in a gang when I was 20 years old, 19, 20. And that they were still around me at them times. And the word got back to the OGs that, boy, you know what, boy? You don't want to rob that gang, mate. If you don't want to rob Barry the Boss, because if you rob that guy, you're going to have problems with this gang, and you don't want problems with that gang, mate. Them men are crazy. You understand? And I never got robbed. You understand what I'm saying? So when I was 20 years old, I've dealt with jealousy and envy, and people absolutely can't stand me because, not because I wasn't a nice guy, because people just don't like success. People in your family members don't like you. Some of my friends didn't like me. Some this, that, people try to bring me down. You know, let me tell you something, another story, a last story before I go, before I keep finishing. You know, I had a friend who used to, he didn't have nowhere to stay. He stayed with me, right? In my Docklands flat. He stayed on my floor. He got arrested. He had his girlfriend's flat. He had his mom's flat. He had his mom's place. He told the police that he was staying at my place. Now, at the time when I had my place, let me tell you something. I'm not going to incriminate myself, but at the time when I was in the Docklands flat, I had a lot of friends from South London, North West, and I had everybody used to come to my house and stay. That was like a party. That was like, you know, the party, and everybody used to just sleep wherever they could, whether it was in the bathroom or in the toilet or in the bloody in the front room or the back room, and another. There was just people, friends, what I knew everywhere. You understand? So this night we had a crazy night with drinks, party, ladies everywhere. Crazy night. People sleeping with ladies. You know, just crazy. Drink, party, this, that. I never forget. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. About 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. All we heard was, and everybody. And the thing about it, I had some heavy, just say I had some heavy hitters in my house that time. And, you know, let me tell you something. Everybody's heart just dropped because everybody knew when you hear a bell ring at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, there's only one person who's going to ring that bell like that. There's only one person ringing that bell. And anybody can put it in the chat who's ringing that bell at that time of the morning, at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Only one people are ringing that person at that time of the morning. So all our hearts just sunk. And all of us was like, oh, fuck. Because at that point, I really thought we was just completely fucked. You understand? We was completely gone forever. Because if the people, and I won't explain it, if the popo did come up in my house at that point, I probably would still be in jail now. Understand? Anyway, I came back downstairs and I kept my cool. I came back downstairs and I made sure I came downstairs and I didn't let them up. And they came up and they asked me, they said that some guy's been arrested and he said he lives here. And I explained to them, the guy doesn't live here. And I just put him up for a little and he doesn't stay here, he doesn't live here. And I had a conversation and we was talking about it. I gave him my name and this and that. And they were very nice about it and they left. You understand? They didn't raid my house, they didn't come in my house. But we were that close for all of us, you know, to be in jail for life. So everybody was extremely pissed off with this guy. And I'll be honest with you, people wanted to do it. If it wasn't because of me, because I am a boss, and I always tell people, look, man, I was a boss. I said, no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to do it. So people wanted to do him something. People wanted to really wanted to do him something. You understand? People wanted to do some really harm to him. I said, you can't do that. His crew member, you understand, he did wrong. And we had a fist fight. We did have a fist fight. Me and him had a fist fight over the situation. We met up, we had a fist fight, and that was the end of it. You know what I'm saying? We still became cool after that. I saw him when I came back from Thailand. We're still cool now. But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's people that's going to try and bring you down. You know what I mean? Through your situations. But, you know, I don't let people, enemies, do that. You understand? There you go. Okay, so that was the story there. You know what I'm saying? You know, there you go. Docklands, the difference between Docklands and Pattaya, you ruled the game in Docklands. Yes, definitely. Definitely. So that is so what I'm trying to say to you is this. So let me just explain before I finish. There is one side which now when they say they're trying to be cool, which doesn't like us. And there is my side. This is the Club Phillies Inc. side. The end of the day is this. There is no enemies in that kind of way where they're going to do things. I said that, I don't know if they say they're retired and they don't want to do the beef. They want to squash the beef. That's what they say. You understand? I'm just on my side. There is some other people which have surrendered. They say take the knee. They say some people's talking to them. So I'm never going to be talking to the other side. I'm never going to be friends with the other side. I'm always going to be on my side. You understand? Like I said, I'm going to be cool, but I'm never going to just be friends. We're never going to be, friends and friends. Because when I talk about, people was enemies for a long time. You understand? So, but I don't say I have people which is in Pattaya. When you're talking about people like Nick Dean, and you're talking people like Nick Dean or Damn Media or or I don't know who else there is, like Brian Flowers. These kind of people should not be talking about enemies. These people are businessmen, business people. Brian Flowers is a businessman. Nick Dean is a businessman. They should be talking about doing stupid stuff, which are gangster stuff. And, Damn Media is just forming the arse on YouTube. Damn Media is just a typical, let me tell you something about the black community. And this is very sad for me to say, but in the black community, black man doesn't like another black man to be successful or even smell a side of success when he's not joining in with that success. They hate that. They hate to see another man succeeding and doing good with his life. Especially when they're not doing it because they wish it should be them and they have that jealousy in them. And this is what happened with Damn the Media and happened with FBI guy. These guys I've helped out from the streets, from the mud. Remember, I've given them thousands of pounds. I took my friend, my IT guy gave him £1,000, baht when they never had no food. I've given FBI guy thousands and thousands. Took him from Beach Road when he was at his lowest point and gave him into a flat and gave him money. I've given Damn Media countless amount of money. You understand? So these people I've helped. So there's no Damn Media ain't going to say nothing to me when I get to Pattaya because he can't say nothing to me. There's nothing for me to say. You understand? What I'm saying to you is this. So if you want to join in, what he was going on with was total foolishness. You understand? Just total foolishness. If a man cusses you out on YouTube, you cuss him back. And even my black community would say, I'm going to cuss the guy out. What are you going to sit down here crying about something? So what if he said that? So some words can hurt you? Go and cuss the guy out. If you don't want to do that, but it's not about that. It's about the jealousy. So they do it to try and bring you down, to tarnish your name. You understand? And that's what I'm trying to say, to try and tarnish and degrade you and bring you down to something which it's not even about what you did or anything else. It's that they're trying to bring you down because they can't get where you are. That's just the way it is. That's something which I live with. You understand? That's something which I live with, which you guys won't understand. Sometimes people what's not your own will help you more than even your own people. That's something you're never going to get your head around. That's something that I have to deal with. Or I deal with on a daily basis. You understand what I'm saying to you? So when it comes to, when it comes to talking about enemies, don't talk about people like that. Like there's no way that Brian Flowers should be getting himself in that kind of foolishness. Nick Dean should not be getting himself in that foolishness. He shouldn't even have said what he said on the YouTube. I'm sure he regrets it now. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be getting himself involved with them kind of foolishness. They're business people, bro. He should be upholding the community and doing business people. You understand what I'm saying? And, there's nothing, there's nobody else. There's no Russian people I owe money to. That's never going to happen. I can tell you a story about Russian people, I'll be honest with you. Exactly. If you're a successful bar owner in Pattaya, the top boys would take you out. Why would they? They're not gangsters like that though. Kaka, they're not gangsters like that. They're not gangsters like that. They're not here taking people out the game. It's not gangsters. They're not gangsters. Clucker, you're missing the point. You're thinking that you're watching movies. These guys are not gangsters. These guys are bullies. You know, was bullies. They just woke up in the morning. They didn't like the fact that I was so great on YouTube and wanted to bully me. And they've been bullying me for 5 years. And they only was bullying me because they had some guy, basically they had running behind Capio bullying me. That's all it was. That's the end of the story. It's no big deal. But they're not going to go gangster. They're not going to go gangster. None of these guys are going to go gangster. They're not going to take me out of the game. But come on. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, you know that, and everybody else knows. That's why I can go anywhere in the UK, I can go anywhere in the world. So there's no gangster. It's just YouTube bullshit. It's YouTube bullshit. So don't get it all twisted and get yourself twisted about this one and enemies and this and that. And I'm sure these guys have risen above all that bullshit anyway. Because look at us all grown men, 50-year-old men, talking about this one and that one over YouTube. That's a complete foolishness. I'm a 53-year-old man. Brian Flowers is a big businessman. Nick Dean is a big old man. What are you doing sitting there talking about some foolishness, what happens on YouTube? It's foolishness. You understand? You're supposed to be grown and big and past that. You know what I mean? So like I said, so don't bring it into that. So there's no beef. So the reality is there's no beef. There's no beef with nobody in Pattaya. I'm a free man to do my stream or anything or make a business or do anything else like that. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Yeah, YouTube enemies. So there you go. So rule number you always have been to keep a strictly separate from real life. Okay. So there is no beef and there is no beef or anything like that. I'm sure people need to grow up or anything. And stop watching movies thinking that people are going to start taking you out because you have a bar. You understand? That's when you have real enemies. That's when someone really did you something. You know what I'm saying? Someone did something to your family. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not one pinpoint thing a person can say that I did to them, what they can say that they come try and take me out on the game. It's crazy. It's YouTube stupid. You understand? So I know that, you know that. Let's move above it. You understand? Okay, let's keep it going down. Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Let's try and keep it positive. You understand? There you go. Okay, I'm really not sure about a bar now. Why are you not really sure about a bar? Why is that, Chris Stevens? Why are you not sure about a bar? Why is it you're not sure about a bar? Boy, are you going to bring back the Hennessy shots as a great source of entertainment for income? I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, Sean Paul. The reason why I can't bring back the Hennessy shots is because it's very dangerous for my health. It's very, very dangerous unless I am... did you watch Carlito's Way and believe it? Or did you see it? It's just a film. I see it as a film, but I believe that is true to life. It's reality of life, but it's a film. It is a film. It's just a film, but it's a reality of life. It is true in some ways. Won't make enough money. Okay, you're saying that, Stephen. Big up. Yeah, Carlito's Way is a reality. It says some true realities what happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, of course. And as I said to you, going back to it, Gino, I've had people competing with me. I've had people jealous of me. I've had people, listen, and what I've realized, Gino, is this. And I'm going to talk to Gino, guys, now for a moment. Gino, when you ask, what you got to realize in this world and what the universe makes you to realize is that when you are great and when you have a mind of a genius and when you are super duper and you know you're special in this world, you're not special. Everybody's special. Everybody's got special power. But when you've reached to the point where you've got that much affluence, you're going to have to cut down your circle. The universe is saying, cut down your circle. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't be around you. And it opens your eyes to things and gives you experience and makes you realize, hey man, look, I'm a special kind of guy. And people are going to be intimidated by what I do. So I'm going to have to limit my circles to very small. And I'm going to have to basically you're going to have to be by yourself. You were born by yourself. You're going to die by yourself. There's no bunk beds in a gasket. So you're going to learn to be by yourself. You understand? You're going to have to roll solo, dolo. And the world is going to teach you something. Because another thing about it, there's going to be jealousy, there's going to be competition. You understand? The competition is bad out there. People are competing with you. You've got friends which are competing with you. And men, as general, are competitive. We should be competitive. We should want to be top boys. Everybody should want to beat G Northcote as #1 gold member. Every man should beat that. Every man should be like, man, G Northcote could give £500, right? I'm going to give back £600 on a PayPal. You know, we are men. We should be, we're go-getters. You know, we are competitive nature. That's our competitive nature. But I don't need to compete with other people. I find that when I speak to people, which was back in the day, or some of these people which I meet up with and some friends, I find it's always a competition. It's always, I'm better than you. I mean, I think, you know, and sometimes it is kind of annoying. It's like, sometimes I just win and be winning my way, you understand? So, you know, sometimes you just got to roll or dolo solo and understand that, you know, the journey is going to be, you know, be for you. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, so there's no competition. YouTube's open for everybody. But they see when a person sees the power and sees what you can do, the potential of what you can do, I can get what you're saying. They see the potential. They're going to try and destroy you, ain't they? Obviously. Okay, but did it work? Did it work with G Northcote? Did it work with G Northcote when he dropped $500 on a super chat for a watch? Did it work with me when I've been going through from strength to strength to strength? Does it work? It only works with weak people. It doesn't work with soldiers, bro. We're soldiers out here, man. We bow down to no man. I kiss nobody's ring. You understand? You understand? No matter what. I'm all walking the way of peace, but I'm never going to bow down to no one. You understand? It don't work, does it? It's only for weak people who's going to break. Because the thing about it, if I was weak, I would have broke and I would have took the knee a long time ago. And then they would be happy because that's what they want me to do. They want me to take the knee. But the reason why they don't like me is because I don't take no knee. And then I'm not taking no knee. And I'm like, look, fuck you. Simple as that. I don't give a shit. And they don't like that. They want everybody to take the knee. You understand? To bow to their things. I'm just not that kind of guy. Never have, never been. You know what I'm saying? I've got the street in me. And that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? And even though everybody can squash the beef now, I'm still never going to be cool with you. We can be cool, but we're never going to be friends. I'm not taking no need to say, man, well, I'm going to be cool. We can go and talk. Nah. You know, because the way I see it is that an enemy is always an enemy. He's always going to be your enemy. He's just he's just waiting for the right time to strike again and show his true colors. So, you know, I don't cross that border of trying to turn enemies into friends. I don't cross them things. You know, some people can, some people can't. Thankfully, there's a lot of friends that can't be bully. Many of these folks are regular here. Yeah, that's true. That is true. If you're a regular kind of guy and you're just a normal kind of guy and you're not special and you ain't got confidence in yourself, you know that you're the greatest person on this planet and I'm super duper. You're Superman. You got S on your chest. You're just a normal kind of guy. You'll just give in to the fact of whatever it is and you'll take the knee. And people will be happy. But they hate the fact that when you're so strong and resilient and against all odds and you win. So that anybody's going to hate me. So the point I'm trying to make is that the more confidence you have, the more things you have, the more blessings that you have in life, guys, the more confidence that you have, the more things that you have, the more things was coming, what people can project you coming, is the more you got to be by yourself. And understand that you got to be by yourself. You got to let people go and be by yourself. Because everybody can't go. You got to be by yourself and do this journey by yourself. Because, like I said, you know, it's a hell of a journey, man. Okay, there you go. Okay, so, you know, there's a lot of, yeah, so like I said, so there is some people in this world, it's like in Unusual Suspects, when they all got arrested, and the police was trying to get, about 5 of them got arrested, they put him in a cell, and they were taking a mick out of the police, and then the commenter said, you know, what the police don't realise is these guys will never bend, they'll never fold over, they're from the streets, and they'll never tell on each other, no matter what. You understand? And people respect that. You don't bend, you don't fold for nobody. You understand? Like I said, there's always walking in a way of peace. You can just say, all right, we can be cool, but you never let your guard down at the same time. Because some people, I'll give you an example. In Carlito's Way, when the guy came downstairs from his restaurant, he saw his enemies. He saw his enemies eating at the restaurant and had a big plate of food, had champagne, and drinks and everything else. And they were like, cool, man, how you doing? And everything cool. And they were like, and he came over and they were like, all right, cool. And they were just shaking his hand. And he was like, all right, cool, and everything else. Then he ran back upstairs. And he ran to go get his piece. And he was like, no fucking way. There's no fucking way that the enemies are going to come in my restaurant, eating a whole bunch of food, and they're not up to something. And sure enough, they were up to wash him. Try and wash him, you know what I'm saying? So, it's real to life, you know what I'm saying? That's real to life. I see the NCS play coming through at the club, fellas. You've been doing some good damage on these YouTube streets lately, helping a lot of people, trying to retrieve that. Maybe you can retrieve the whole Thailand community, NCS play. A lot of you've been doing a lot of pinky damages. You've been doing a lot of, not over here, but you've been doing a lot in the community. Maybe you be the one to retrieve this community and to bring it back to life. You know what I'm saying? Big up to NCS play. Okay, let's get the questions answering. We're going into story time. Okay. Most people are gonna fold, most people are gonna fold. That's a different story you're talking about, Skip Archie. Anybody who is facing 50 years in prison is gonna fold. That's a whole different story. We're not talking about gangsterism, bro. We're talking a different lifestyle, bro. Carlito's Way has one word, and he's bull. A word. Carlito's Way. My word and my balls. That is not Carlito's Way. That is Scarface. That's Scarface. Carlito, he says, my word and my balls is all I have, and I don't break them for nobody. All I have in this world is my word and my balls, and I don't bust them for nobody. And that's some true talk there, man. True talk. You understand? Okay. Yeah. So we're not, boss, when you go back to Pattaya, how often will you stream? You'll make vlogs too. I reckon you'll make a lot of cake. I'm looking to do 12 hours a day, Shauna Prawn, for when I first get back there, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Resist, Philly or... Okay, I see the NCS play. I just played your team so you could get cookies. Okay. Okay, there you go. I heard that he might be opening a bar, but I don't know if it's true. Yeah. See how many people make money me as a moderator. Yeah, 100%. The thing is, NCS play in this day and age we live in. Let me break it down to you like this. YouTube is going for a very, very bad drought. And a lot of the old hitters, big hitters, is gone for one reason or another. So if you do come true, right, with pinkies, like where you've been doing, people are going to see you as gold dust and going to make you moderators, left, right, and center. So you're becoming an asset to the community. Like I did say, you become an asset to the community. I'm just laughing about it. I was lurking the other day. Actually, I rewatched the stream NCS play of you on Gile. And you were saying to Gile, you sent a super chat saying to Gile, Barry the Boss. She doesn't know me as Barry the Boss. She knows me as Club Fillers Inc. I saw you send a super chat there. That was quite funny. Gile. Yeah, I saw that. We're tired of your stories. No. I mean, I don't believe that NCS play. I think a lot of people love my stories. I think the stories are the backbone of my channel. I think the stories, people love my channel. I don't think you can get enough. I don't think my channel can get enough of my stories. So you can have a little bit of a troll, but You know, it would be, and like I always said to you, it's always better to put it in a super chat to say them things if you want to make it effective. Okay. My stories are a big backbone of my channel, and we've had some great stories. I tell you what, let me show you something. Guys, tell me, put in the chat what story you want to hear tonight. We've got one story time. We're running out of time. But give me a story time what you want to put in the chat. You know, my story times are the backbone of the channel, bro. And if NCS Play sends a super chat, we might go for another hour. If we can just get mod or not mod. No, you can't mod on my channel, NCS Play. You troll too much. You was a big enemy at one time. You was a big enemy. There's some people are not suited to be mods. You was a massive enemy. And I'm kind of scared because, you know what, another thing is, I took my laptop to the shop and they told me I would need a whole new screen. Guys, so I never fixed the laptop. I don't know, I only used that a handful of times and it isn't broken now. We do embrace the same old stories. But NCS Play, you're trolling, you know what I'm saying? Story about mod begging. Plenty of cake, my boss. I saw Campbell come true. There you go. Fighting over Pepper story. That was funny. That was a funny story, actually. God damn it. But that was just lower, you know. That's how low you got to go when you're in prison. Oh, man, that's a good story. Yeah, NCS Play is going in on us, guys. It's going in on us. NCS Play, I told you already, it doesn't become effective. This is why we got TTS. This is why we got these things, so that you can send a super chat when it means effective. Right now, you're the same old, you know, same old troll in the chat. You got to make it effective, bro. Make it effective. Throw it in a super chat. Make it funny. Then it becomes effective. You know? And otherwise, it's just kind of lame. Come on. I got 22,025 stories. I'm sure I have. I got 2,025 stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There you go. I ain't got 2,025 stories. We're in September now. Okay. Yeah. Well, I can just tell you one off the top of my head. Me and my friends, we went up to Manchester. We had a great time. I showed my friends. I showed the YouTube streets. My friends, the light-skinned guy. He's got a nice BMW. We went around. We had a good look in his hotel. He had a nice hotel. We went to Liverpool. We did a live stream in Liverpool, and we had a great time. We went to Ipswich this year as well. We had Ipswich. We was going town to town. We went Ipswich. We had a great time in Ipswich. We went to Birmingham, which was great. We went to Liverpool, which was dime pieces everywhere. And remember the dime piece, a girl drew me over to my friend likes me, and I blew it because of a live stream. How did I blow that, guys? Her friend drew me over in Liverpool and said, my friend likes you. And I blew it. You know what I'm saying? I know what's wrong with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. The video camera story. I can't keep up with you lot, man. The video camera story, how you met Lulu story. God damn, bro. What was the best one, man? Who's going to win tonight? Who's going to win tonight? The crying Arab story. You know. I think the video camera story was quite the funniest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got the. Yeah, there's a lot of stories there, guys. A lot of stories. The nun story with the lady with the nun. We got the lady with the nun. We got the Lulu story. We got. What do you guys like the story of the breast? The prison story with the guy with the pepper. What story do you like the best though? What is the best story? What's the funniest story? What's the funniest story, I'd say? Yeah, here you go. All stories 10 out of 10. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, NCS play, right at this point, you're just trolling. You're like a loser in the chat trolling, bro. Come on, man. Super just spamming, you're doing all kind of thing. Come on, NCS play. You're better than this, bro. Come on, man. You're losing right now, bro. Come on. You're losing right now, NCS play. You come on the Club Fillers in channel to lose? You used to be such a winner, bro. Come on, NCS play, man. You're showing yourself up right now, man. Come on, you know, if you're gonna do something, do something. Show some power. You know what I'm saying? Was that where you was his play used to crane and get fat blokes out? Yeah, okay, go. Yeah. Women with the dirty feet. It didn't nick. I can tell you the story of that one. Look, let me tell you something about these skippers. Look. Listen, I'm a spoiled man, bro. I'm a spoiled man. Did you know that? I've been back from the UK. NCS play, you got one or two more comments and you're getting timed out. You don't send a super chat, you're getting timed out, bro. You're going on with foolishness, man. Come on. I ain't got time for hearing your stories. Get your finger out your bum, mate. You understand? Coming up spamming down nonsense. Are you drunk or something, man? Come on. Get with the program. Okay. Listen, let me tell you something about me, Skipper. I'm a spoiled man, bro. I'm a spoiled man, bro. When you lived in Thailand for 7 years, you cannot go back to England. I remember I just came from the Philippines. And, you know, I'm banging bloody 22-year-old Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? And that's, for me, that's young. You understand? With some really nice single man side of the game. I must say, some really nice single man. Very pretty. Imagine you kissing down that pretty girl. You're in the bed all night with her. You're there for days on end. You're going to restaurants. You're going here. You're going there. You're a 53-year-old man. And you got some nice... There you go. That's better.
NC's play registered super chatted 75 pence.
Big up for that super chat there at the Club Fillers YouTube channel. Big up for that. Okay, so like I was saying, so when you just came from Philippines and you're banging 22-year-old girls, you're kissing it up. She's there, she's your girlfriend, because in the Philippines that could happen. You know what I mean? That's your girlfriend. You make her your girlfriend. You give her a little drink. You take her out for a nice 5-star, in the Chinese restaurant. You meet. You have some really nice time with her. You take her here. You take her to the mall. You take her out. You know, you're dating. You're this and that. You're having a great time. You're in a nice little hotel. You're chilling out. You got a nice girl there. You know what I mean? She's pretty. You're kissing her down. You know, she's your girlfriend. My man.
Sauerkraut super chatted £100.
That's more like it at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Big up for that. Big up Sauerkraut, the one and only G Northcote, surprising the gaff with £100 tip to the boss. What goes in my pocket? That's £100 tip. Big up G Northcote. Club Fillers Inc. is all the way up. We're going all the way up. Nothing can stop us. We're going all the way up. We're going all the way up. G Northcote coming through with £100. Just G Northcote, listen. Just NCS play. This is you. This is you, NCS play. This is G Northcote. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Go and fucking sit down. NCS plays like this. I thought I was a big timer. I thought I was big boy. I thought I was rich. Hey, G Northcote, just shut the fuck up. There, coming through the Club Fillers YouTube channel. That's funny. Okay, Let me know. That is funny at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. The jokes are coming black. Oh shit, I forgot to put the clicker on it. Oh shit. I'm losing it. Oh man. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, big up to G Northcote coming through at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel tonight. You understand? With the $100 in your face like a can of mace. Ah, that was funny. Okay. Okay, there you go. Do you think if you were in Thailand and when you buy gold in Thailand, you're buying a liability? If you're buying it for yourself, it's not a liability, but if you're buying it for a lady, it most definitely is a liability. If you're buying it for yourself, Thailand has good gold. It has good gold, it'll go up in value. It's not a bad one.
NC's Play registered super chatted £3.73. The difference between us with money and sauerkraut is we play the game.
So I got some good news. Guys, I got some good news. Everyone goes down. We got some good news. We got some good news. The good news is, for the guys in the chat, we're staying for another hour till 12 o'clock. So we got another, we got an hour and a bit now. So we got a little bit of time. So we better get some stories going on. M in the background coming through at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? M is in the background. M, I told you I never lost your watch. I was waiting to get my package in and get my boxes back in. Because my boxes, I had to order the box in. But this is your watch now. We got it on the shelf again on the CFI Wall of Fame. And this is M's watch, which was £200. You know what I'm saying? £200 that was. M's watch, silver. You know what I mean? So this is your watch. But you're in joint second place with the man like Nigel. So that's there. That's 400 quid right there, guys. 400 quid. Not bad innings. But so your watch is back up on the Wall of Fame. I just had to get my boxes back in, because sometimes you run out of boxes, especially when you're in a place like Car Boot, you know. So big up to M. That's your watch there. You know. There you go. We got Cheap Charlie's watch here. Cheap Charlie's £200 watch here, which he spent. I still got to give that to him when I see him. Cheap Charlie's watch. And then we got G Northcote's watch as well. We've got two watches for G Northcote, but there's one here. And we also got NCS Play's watch as well. Here as well, we've got G Northcote's watch, which is £500. Yeah. And we also got NCS Play's watch, which is £215. This is your watch here, NCS Play. So, you know, I don't know if you want me to give it away. We still got it on the shelf. You told me to leave it on the shelf. That's NCS Play's watch. So there it is. And then we've got G Northcote's watch, which is here, which is £415. Which I'll put a tag on it. Just got to tag the rest of them up. Yeah, I'm charging the bank. There you go. One more hour. Yeah, G Northcote gave us another hour. You know, there you go at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. Anyway, let's get the super chat in. My man, NCS Prick. NCS Play. Prick. Oh, NCS Play, sorry. NCS Play coming true at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel tonight. Coming true. Big up NCS Play. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. We're at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight. So I don't know if that one's going to play. But anyway. So there's been many story times, man. There's been some many story times, guys. And, you know. Well, we're bouncing the ball tonight. Daniel Holmes. Even though Daniel Holmes, I've been bouncing, I've been working my ass off. So let me go back to what I was saying. So my story times are one of the highlights of my channel. And we've had some really great story times. And
NC's Play registered super chatted £3.73. Barry C19 is over, don't see the value in you anymore. You bow down to them diaper boys.
Never in a million years. Yep. My man NCS Play coming through with the Captain Morgan. You know. But unfortunately, NCS Play. See, the thing about it is this, what you got to understand about this. Me and G Northcott are from the streets. And when you're from the streets, NCS Play, you don't bow down to no man. Never. No matter what happens, under no circumstances. So you always got to remember is that once an enemy, always going to be an enemy. There is no getting back. There's no turning around from it. Like I said, we can be cool where you cease fire. You understand? But you're always going to be an enemy. Just always remember that. So, you know, there is no, why does the TTS create a stream so long, muted silence on the stream? I'm not sure. You know, you don't have to drink from my, you hear that, guys, what he says? You don't have to drink from my donations. You don't have to drink for, you hear that, guys? Read that. Read that before, you know, guys say, hey, you know, he didn't take a drink. Anyway, there you go, thanks. So there you go, you're ready. NCS places, and that's the same with G Northcourt. There you go. You want me to tell you that story, Daniel Holmes? I was working on a stall in Glastonbury Festival. And I was working my ass off on the store, and this lady just came up to the store and took a liking to me. She liked me, and she said she wants to be with me for tonight. And I said, listen, I'm where my shift is going to be finished in about 2 hours, about an hour. I think it was an hour and a half. So sure, and she stood up, she stood there and waited for me for about an hour and a half, and then we went inside the truck. Well, in this truck, it was the front of the truck, but it was a Glastonbury Festival, but it was kind of like open, the whole truck, and I was like, man, many people could do this, but I couldn't really do this. So I said, you know, I've got to improvise on something. So I found some newspaper in the truck, and I started sellotaping up this newspaper. I made some nice things, sellotaping up all the windows. Sellotaped the whole windows up from the side and the top and all the bottom. And man, did I get my single man side of the game going on, man. She was like, ooh, feels good. Get it? And yeah, it was good, man. It was amazing. Great story. True story. That's a true story. Glastonbury Festival. Yeah, I've had quite a wild life. I'm not going to deny it. I've had quite a wild life. I've done some wild things in my time, but I tell you, some of the story times just like that. Sometimes I listen to that, watching them stories. I wonder if I believe it too. I wonder if I believe them stories, how wild they are. Man, it can be wild sometimes. Yeah, yeah, you know. Yeah, the wildlife, man. God damn, bro. That's why I know right now, guys, I'm like a shadow of what I used to be. But I really need to get out of the UK because, you know, I don't feel like I'm myself when I'm here. I just feel like I'm just, you know, I'm in a grind mode when I'm here. You know, I'm in grind mode. 40 in the chat. We're in the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Big up yourself. We're bouncing the ball tonight. We're bouncing the ball, and we're bringing the storm on. You know what I'm saying? There you go. At the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. So maybe we should start doing some damage limitation on the channel. But yeah, do you know NCS Play? You've been doing some good damage for the community. You should keep doing it. You've been modding. I see you're a mod on a lot of channels now, and everybody's modding you up. You could be the next hero for these YouTube streets. But you gotta, you know, you've been dropping pinkies. You've been going in. You know, you've been doing some good damage. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Maybe that's what we need. We need someone to take the throne. But, you know, yeah, what it was. Yeah, I'm not talking about, I'm giving you your props, bro. My man M coming through. I'm giving you your props. Look, let me tell you something about me, NCS Play, and my channel. We over here, we're like, I've moved into the point where I'm like a powerhouse now. I'm a powerhouse now. So we're humble. We're very humble, but we're a powerhouse now. We've teamed up and we're a powerhouse. So I'm moving in circles where it's a powerhouse. So, you know, we're not at a stage where we're just, we're not at a stage where we're here trying to, you know, beg anybody for anything or have to do anything for somebody to try and get this and that. We're just on the flow stage, you know. I mean, we're on a. Or I just say like it's like a plane taking off, and we've got up a plane up in the air, and our plane is flying at altitude, and we're on a journey. All of us are on the journey. You understand? So we're all going on that journey. But if good things happen, like is tonight, but we're not out here just grinding. We're not out here begging for it or begging anybody for anything. We're just grinding and see how it goes. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, so it's not like it's you know, so, you know, like I said, so in your mind, so just get it right. We don't need to beg you, NCS Play, NCS Prick for anything. We don't need to beg you, NCS Play. Get the fuck out of here, NCS Play. We don't need to beg you for shit. You understand? If you want to send a super chat, I'm giving you praise, man. What I'm trying to say to you, I talk to you on the streets now. What I'm trying to say to you is that I've seen you send super chats to Ben and other people in CC and helping some big super chats in the community. And I'm the boss of the community, so I'm giving you some props. So stay in your lane. I'm not begging you to send me a damn super chat, man. We got enough super chats over here to last us cake for time. You see me begging anybody for the last time? We're moving from super chats to cake, to doing our car boots, to making money on here and making money left, right, and center. Hand over fist, man. We're going for bigger and better things, you understand? But the super chats are nice. But if a man's giving you your props, stay in your lane and understand and take the props. If you want to send a super chat over here, you're quite welcome. If you don't, cool. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not at the begging stage. We're just here trying to give you your props and say, do your thing in the community. Enough said. Let's move on. You understand? There you go. There you go. So keep it moving. 37 million went for the hands. 35 cars. Your bang the birds on transit van in the newspaper. I've done a lot more than that, Skip Archie, I can tell you that. I wish it was just as simple as that, man. I tell you, I ain't even told you like the half of the stories that I've been through, man, when I was younger. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man! I tell you, you know, it's been a hell of a ride, man. I tell you, but it's been good. You know what I mean? But I definitely lived the single man lifestyle, so I can tell you about the single man lifestyle. I'm not living the lifestyle I want to live right now, but I can tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about some great times, without a doubt. You know? We did the Thailand information center. We did a story time. No, you're not getting that in the penitentiary, bro. Unfortunately, you're not getting none of that in the penitentiary. You're not going to get no single man side of the game in the penitentiary. Yeah, I'm still well known in London right now. I'm known for driving big rides and living big life in London. I'm known for big things in London, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sure, what's going on with my phone? Boy. What's up? What's going on? Anyway, 39 in the chat, in the club. Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. Sure, what's going on with my other phone, man? The other phone is. Maybe it's the reception. I'm getting tired. This other phone is not just keep buffering. Keeps buffering. Just like, you still there, mate? Yeah, so we gotta bounce the ball, without a doubt. Are you guys still there in the chat? Are you still there? Yeah. My personal question: how do you look when it was 56 on Tinder? How did the girl look at 56? Man. Not for me, bro. Not for me. Too old. I'm not into old women, bro. No one can ask about it. I knew about it. I hard talk Sarah Cap about it, but who called? You know. Is it true, Joe, you have somebody, bitch, if not, no, that's not true. It's America, bro, not in the UK. In America, that's not true. Don't burn yourself out. Obviously, you have some important business meetings coming up. I'll tell you what, man, we got some early starts coming up. You know what I might do, guys? You know what I might do? I might bring you lot on my journey. One day I will. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow or something. I don't know. Maybe I want to bring you on a journey, but I just find it hard to turn on my stream when I wake up in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning to turn on the stream. That's like horrible for everybody. Because I know people be waking up at their sleep like, oh man, it's 4 o'clock, man. Turn on the stream. Take you lot on my journey, on my car boot from start to finish. Well, not start to finish, but at least the start, you know. NCS Play, put your money where your mouth is, bro. You know, put your money where your mouth is. You're coming through like you're a big shot, man. You're just third in the game. You're third on the roll. Do you know if Northcote's got a watch for £500? Do you know if Northcote's got a watch for £415? You got a watch for £215? Come on, NCS Play, man. Come on, NCS Play. Stop acting like a big shot. And you're not a big shot, man. You know, I watched the program today, NCS Play. I watched a video today, right, of this guy, Tim K. Not Tim K, Tim, Walk With Me, Tim. And you know, that guy started the same as me. Same as me, he walked the same as me. I remember when he had 2,500 subscribers. And we used to talk back then because, you know, when people are low subscribers, they talk. I think he's probably nearly 1 million subscribers. And you know, he went to a hotel today. He went for a hotel in London. He went to a hotel in London. You know, can anybody put in the chat, how much was the hotel for one night? And how much was the hotel, how much was the dinner? He went for dinner, and how much was the dinner? Everybody put in the chat, how much was the dinner? And how much was the hotel for one night? He went for a dinner, then he went for a hotel. You know, £27.50. You know, let's get another third one. Show you what time it is. Let's get a third one before I tell you how much it is. Yeah, 12.5K. He went to dinner. The dinner was £1,000, £984 for the dinner, for him and his wife's dinner. And they only had a few glasses of, they only had a few cocktail glasses, a few cocktails of Wagga steak, and something else. That was £1,000. Then the hotel for the night was £3,700. So including that and everything else, it came up to £5,000 for the night. Who can afford to be spending £5,000 a night on a meal and a hotel night for one night? Who can do that in London? Market store is £22, my man. Market store is £22 for the day. You know, the car boot is only £5.
NC's Play registered super chatted £3.73. The difference is not big, but you are brown, he is white.
NCS Play. He's going in on a race talk, man. He's going in on a race talk, man. NCS Play. So yeah, so the guy, big up NCS Play coming to Club for the YouTube channel. Yeah, so like I said, the guy, who can go to London and spend £5,000 on a meal and a hotel? It's crazy, man. These people have got some money out there, I tell you. But many millionaires can afford 5K. Well, I'm not talking about millionaires. I'm just talking about normal people. You know? I'm just talking about normal people. He was just a normal man. Who's going to pay for that? How is he going to pay for that now? Obviously, he's going to tax write it off that 5,000 for that meal and that thing, because he's just going to write it off in his YouTube channel, you know, as a business expense. That's all he's going to do. But that's just amazing. He's at another level. Cosby's can afford 50 million. I heard him say that. It's just bullshit. He's bullshit. Sometimes you got to just be realistic. I don't even think he can take it. He can't even take a £500 watch for free. I don't know what kind of mindset. Sometimes I just take things that people like a pinch of salt. Some people. You can't take a £500 watch for free to sell it, and you're going to talk about that. You got to start from the bottom. You didn't see me starting from the scratch, from the mud. You got to get it from the mud first. You got to be clever. You know, I sat on my stream for months on end doing super chats and doing this and that, and taking it from the ground. I'm still at the mud, getting it from the mud. You understand? And you know, But you got to be realistic with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be realistic.
NC's Play registered super chatted £3.73. The difference is you are closer to 190 and the lady is under 50 in kilogram, not age.
Big up NCS Play once again. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. You know, now you're getting funny. Now you're being, now you're getting back into you. Now you're being you. This is the NCS Play I want to see. That's the NCS Play I want to see. Now you're being funny. Now it's getting effective. Yeah, now you're making the chat laugh. You understand? Hey, yeah, stay in the groove. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's not insulting. He's trying to have a laugh. He's trying to have a joke. Don't take TTS and Super Chats serious. It's a joke. It's a laugh. That's when you can't take it as a joke. If you're just sitting here just talking shit in a chat, that's not funny. But if you put it into a chat and have a little back and forth, it's like having friends, but you're going back and forth with each other. And you're constantly taking a mick out of each other. That is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I do that with my friends all the time. We go back and forth, we chat, we this, we that. We say this. They told me stories which I don't even remember about. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, it's just funny shit. Yeah, that's just funny shit. Just take it out. Just take it as a picture. You know. Alright, this tonight remind me of getting back into the Super Chat game. Yeah, the Super Chat game, bro. But we have to advance. I mean, you know, the Super Chat game is fun. We can get back into the Super Chat game. We can get back into the YouTube channel, everything else, but we definitely have to concentrate on, for the next 2 to 3 months. This 3 months, we have to go, last 3 months of the year, definitely got to concentrate on products. Products are very important. My man, Rich Man, my friend, did you hear about Nitro? Yes. Very sad about Nitro Freak. Nitro and the King. I don't know about the King. I don't know what happened with Nitro and the King. What happened? Nitro and the King. I heard about Nitro Freak. And very sadly, big prayers up for Nitro Freak. I hope he gets well very soon. Very sad about that situation. I don't know what happened with the King. I don't know what happened with King Salute.
NC's Play registered super chatted £7.46. If you book days at 5 stars, you're on a level like everyone else. Bed linen, towels and breakfast and evening buffet included. What makes the difference is what you personally drink with the sea ladies.
Big up NCS Play coming through at the Club Village Inc. YouTube channel. He's on a roll. 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 Oh, he's on a roll. NCS Play is on a roll. Oh, He's on a roll. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, you chatters are gone quiet. I don't know why. You guys are going quiet. Big up NCS Play coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel with a big 100 knock. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. Replenishing the click. coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel, spreading love, you know what I mean, going in and doing the best we can with what we got. I'm no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, my man, Rich, man, what happened with King Salute. I hope King Salute's okay. I know what happened with Nitro, so there you go. I hope Nitro pulls and comes true. I was very shocked about Nitro for it because he didn't seem to be sick or anything, and he's got a wife and everything. So I thought it actually wasn't true, but during the research I realised it's true. Yeah. Yeah, but I thought he didn't drive. I thought he didn't drive, Rich Man. I thought, I didn't know Keith Jenkins drive. I don't think Keith Jenkins drives. I didn't know Keith Jenkins drive. I don't think Keith Jenkins drives. Driving on the influence. I don't think he drives. He ain't got no car, from what I remember. So I don't know if that's true. I don't think the other one's true, but I think the Nitro's true. You know, I don't think he's going to get done for and be in jail for driving under the influence because I know that he doesn't drive. I never hear him mention or say anything about driving. Yeah. No, he never drove no ambulance. No. He never used to drive no ambulance. No. Yeah. He never used to drive no ambulance. No. And you're not going to get arrested for driving an ambulance because you're never going to get stopped. It's not like you're going to get stopped. See? When you come with a boss with facts, you've got to come with the facts. You know, I'm going to dissect it and realise what's true and what's not true. Even though I did get it wrong about Nitro Freak, I thought it was just a lie. It's coming from bad sources. You know? Yeah, okay. Okay. He's paramedic, but he's not a driver. He's a security. He's security at the. He's not a driver, bro. Got to get your source of information right. NCS play. If you going against Rich Man is Rich Man is a good super chatter, man. And you know he did vow, you know he's a good super chatter, so you don't need to cuss him. He has tried to come over and send us a few super chats and spread love, you know, even when you wasn't here NCS play. So unless you're gonna put it in a super chat, yeah, he's you know what I mean. You're gonna have to. Anyway. Thought Keith, federal officer pandemic. I'm not sure what exactly, but I think he did work for the Fed as well. And he was working for Fed doing some undercover work and doing some security work. You know. So I hope, I mean, I did try to contact you, and Keith Jenkins, see if he's all right. So I thought they were just coming off YouTube because they needed some space. That's what I thought with Gene Northcote and, not Gene Northcote, Keith Jenkins and Nitro. But all of a sudden, Nitro, you never know what's around the corner, bro, I'm telling you. Oh, Keith Jenkins was a massive supporter, man. Massive supporter. Sure, no problem. Massive support. He was, we had a lot of fun with him and Keith, NCS play at one time. But the people get trolled. That's the sad thing about this community, you know. People get trolled, you know what I mean? That's you need to be trying. People get trolled in this community. A lot of my big hitters, which should be with me today, get trolled. And what I realised about other people's, not everybody's big hitters get trolled. Some people have big hitters and it goes on for a long time. But my big hitters, a lot of my big hitters get trolled or taken away, or greedy people are greedy with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind sharing, you know what I mean, with certain people, but some people do it, some people take it away for hateness, you know, like on the other side. So people try to troll them on the other side. So. But, yeah, anyway, that's the way it is. What is your news about Nitro? He's in hospital. I don't know. I think he might be still in hospital because I heard he's on the mends. He just got the heart attack. Which is a pretty sad situation. He's, you know, you have to look after yourself, man. You don't know what's around the corner, guys. When you get to our ages, our 50-year-old ages, you got to take care of yourself, man. Life is short, man. You don't know what's going to come, whether it's going to be strokes or you know, or heart attack or whatever it's going to be. And I try myself my best to eat some good meal. I've been trying to change my diet a little bit. I had a pizza today, though. I had quite a bit of pizza and some chicken wings today. But in general, I've been trying to change my diet. And try and clean up a little bit, you know. Just clean up a little bit and try and get some exercise in. And I was losing weight. I'm trying to lose some more weight. I'm going to get back into the gym.
NC's play registered super chatted £1.49. I think I'm blocked.
Yeah, you're not blocked, NCS play. You're not blocked. You'll be all right. You're not blocked. Yeah, so when you get to a certain age, you gotta look after yourself, you know. My typical days, I'm coming in down the back end of the Club Fellas YouTube channel. I see there's something more coming true on the back end. We're having a great night tonight. Yeah, Barry, did you go live on what? Yes, I did. You missed it. We had a good little live as well. You missed it, bro. We had a good little live, good little laugh, man. Me, Clive, Tanner was over there. A few others. We had a good little laugh over there, man. And then after that, I'll go live again when I'm going to give some giveaways away, you know. I'll go live again. I'll try and keep it up every week. But I'll just have to pick a day, which is good. They say evenings are better, though. So I will probably do the evenings. You never went in through NC's play because you got to send bigger. You got to send a pinky. It's telling you something. Step your game up, rude boy. You don't see you got big boys in the building. You don't see you got edgy Northcote. You don't see you got rich, man. You don't see you got this one. Man up, man. Stiffen up. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, big up to the NCS play. Okay, NCS play is a cold blind, only can see red color. Watches are the best selling watches are the leather strap bands. The best selling are this one, hands down, bro. Club fellas ain't watch. You can't touch this watch, bro. People buy 3, 4, 5. Store holders buy them. This is my best seller on the store of everything I sell on the store. This watch, without a doubt. People love this watch, man. I had an eye for it when I saw it. I said, boy, that's going to be something special. The leather strap one's good, though. And I'm going to introduce a two-tone gold one again. You know.
NC's play registered super chatted £1.49. Lol, find some Filipino streamers to spend money on.
I'm going to be honest, them Filipino streamers are doing good with themselves. They're doing good with themselves, man. They're bouncing the ball, some of them. You know, they've been making some money. I think who's in the lead? I tell you who's in the lead with Filipinos. Well, with Filipinos, I think the whole lady streamer thing at the moment. I would say who's in the lead is the Roti lady. Roti one was in Bangkok. She's in the lead right now. She kicks up $500 a stream, pinkies, everything else. She's kicking up at least 10 grand a month, easy. She could be a high soul very soon. She probably is a high soul already. I think second is coming up at the moment is Double Trouble in Asia. She's doing very good. Double Trouble in Asia is kicking ass. She's kicking ass, left, right, center. Big donors, big cake, big things. She's coming up good in second place. I think the coffee lady, she's come through the ranks and she's doing very good with herself. I think Gile is coming probably fourth. Filipino Bombshell's coming in. Filipino Bombshell don't make as much money as Double Trouble at Filipino. Then Filipino Bombshell. Then you got Filipino Elated, what comes up quite good. You know, and then it goes down around like that's top 5 like that. What's kicking ass at the moment. You know, was doing some great things, man. Some of them got some amazing support. And look, Aguila's got a Patreon, and she's got the PayPals and the coffees, you know what I mean? And the girls are doing very good. I see it there, 1, 2, 3. What is going on? We're working at 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. We're working at 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Yeah. So it's like that. Have a few more drinks. Have a few more drinks and you get an invite to my poker game. You see what he's trying to say to you, NCS Play? He's buoying you up, man. What he's trying to say is, you know, boss going to Thailand 22. Yeah, well, I want to get to Thailand. I'm going to go to Thailand, bro. I mean, I got to change up my life in the UK. I haven't got the greatest life in the UK.
NC's Play registered super chatted £3.73. Barry, remember what you say, when you brag about the economy you don't need a gun race, including North Sea, NCS, etc.
Yeah, big up NCS Play. Come enjoy the club. Big up NCS Play. Yeah, going back to Thailand. I gotta go back to Thailand, bro. I gotta go back to Thailand. I gotta get it together, man. I can't live my life like this all the time. You know, I was thinking about it. Boy, do you take a packed lunch? Carbo? Yeah, 100%, bro. 100% packed lunch. 100%. I got a packed lunch there. I got my packed lunch there already. I got my packed lunch already. I can go and get it and show you if you want it. I got my packed lunch. I bring a coffee. I bring a sandwich. I bring a little snacks. 100%, bro. Ain't no joke, man. Ain't no joke. Let me tell you something. When you start going out and doing all kind of things, it adds up, you know. These stupid things that you do when you're taking packed lunch, you're doing all these things, and you're eating out, and you're eating here, you do these things start adding up, man. You got to bring your packed lunch, bro. You know me, when I'm working, I'm bringing my packed lunch. That's to save me a tenner right there. You know, I don't play, man. I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring my packed lunch, bro. I ain't playing. I'm not playing with you, you know. To save you money, bro. You know, you don't have to go. Hey, you guys, Shauna Prawn, is there anything else you got? Shauna Prawn, Skip Archie, don't you ever say, Skip Archie, don't you ever say that I don't treat my own. I don't look after, because you guys want to know the all micro, in depth. If you want, I tell you, man, when I get rich, I won't be able to do this, you know. It's only because I'm a brokey now I can do this. But when I get rich, I can't do this. Because you guys want to know. If someone wanted to kill me, you just got all the information right there. Or someone wanted to do me, they can just get all the information. Big up, Baz. What's happening, mate? Just a night in Liverpool. Big up for that OB. If you wanted to know every micro figure about me, yes, let's know every like figure. You could buy it. It'd be too hard to get me, you know. You guys want to know so much depth about just every laugh. Little nickel debt. Let me go get guys. Big up to the guys at Club Fellas. Let me go get the packed lunch, because you know the boys are asking for the packed lunch. But you guys want to know every last nickel about everything. God, you're gonna get me in trouble. When I get rich, I'm gonna be able to not be able to do this. Trust me. Because people, it's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. But anyway, let's go and get the packed lunch. Big up to NCS Play. Big up to the guys who super chat tonight. Let's keep it pumping, keep it rolling. I see you there, OB. We're hanging out tonight. There you go. All right. So, when we are talking, and just make sure that I don't, I need to take it slow, I suppose. I put my thing. So you're never part of the mobilization force in the immigration. Possible. I can't read. Let's just play my You're rooting back to your bad old ways, man. You was funny a minute ago. Yeah. Okay, guys, listen. This is my packed lunch. It's a blue bag. It's kind of like a coolant bag. Or this is a packed lunch. So whenever I'm working anywhere, whenever I'm working, doesn't matter where I'm working, I always carry a packed lunch. Whether I'm on a market stall, or I'm in a car boot, or even if I go down to London, I always carry a packed lunch. Because the formula is this, look, I got a fridge full of food. And then I'm going to go, if I go out and I'm going to buy food again, that means I've got a fridge full of food, which I could have just made into a packed lunch. And you're going to go out and buy McDonald's and Kentucky. And these days, McDonald's and Kentucky and all these things are not cheap no more, you know. It's not no cheap things. The next thing you're having breakfast, you're having lunch, and you're having dinner. And, you know, after a while, you could have done all 20 quid in food already, you know what I'm saying? And when you're an entrepreneur, like me, you got to start from rock bottom. So he's talking about getting it from the mud. You understand? So you got to learn to conserve money. Conserve. Every penny counts. You conserve the money. So let's go and find out what's inside of this bumper pack that we got here. So first of all, we got some bread rolls. We got some bread rolls here today. Or sometimes, every time is different when it comes to my packed lunch. So it's always kind of different. But today we got some bread rolls. And we've got 2 bananas. It's kind of ripe bananas. Because I like eating the bananas with the bread roll in the morning. Because this gives you a lot of energy, you know. So I eat this in the morning for like breakfast. Yeah. We got a cappuccino, kind of a naughty one, but when I'm doing my car boots and I'm doing my stuff, I need to have a cappuccino. So instead of me going to the McDonald's and buying a cappuccino for £2, or buying it when I get to the car boot, this is only 53p inside Lidl, 53p for the cappuccino. So instead of buying a cappuccino for £2, and when we go to if I go to another car boot, it's £2.80 for a cappuccino. £2.80 just for the cappuccino. This is 53p. Right? So I carry that. Then I got some water. Make sure you always carry your water, because you know you're going to need water along the way. And, you know, I don't hardly eat this, guys, but if I do want a little snack, got my little wine guns. But I try not to eat too much of these wine guns, because it can slow you down. And that's basically it today. This is the packed lunch today. Basically it. And I always carry this. Because when you want to go to the toilet, you never know where you're going to go. And it's not going to have no toilet paper. So always carry the freshers. There you go. Yeah, well, run is a different story. It's going, you know. You know, run is, where's the protein? Today's not. Sometimes I have an egg sandwich, you know. Egg, I put egg in it. Scrambled egg or omelette sandwich. Depends, but today I ain't done that. I ain't done my egg sandwich. I suppose that could come from the protein. Can you honestly say you never go to chip shop for lunchtime? When I'm doing car boot and I've never been to the chip shop when I do car boot. You can't go chip shop these days, bro. Chip shop in 2027, 2025. You know how expensive chip shop is? I went to chip shop the other day, bro. You spent 15, 20 quid in the chip shop. And I didn't even know what I spent. Chip shop is expensive now, bro. It's expensive out there to go chip shops. 15 quid. You got to conserve money, bro. You got to conserve money. You got to know what you're doing, bro. Here, you got to conserve money now. It's time to keep money. Ain't time to be spending 15, 20 quid on lunch. It's time to conserve money, bro. That packed lunch there, that's just stuff what's in my stuff what's in in my cupboard and stuff what's in my fridge. You know what I mean? What probably might go off. You know what I'm saying? So things are going off in your fridge and you're thinking and then you're buying food outside. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Skip Archie is... I always have to break it down to you, Skip Archie. I mean, you know, you have to buy... Say I wanted cod and chips. How much is cod and chips these days? Then I wanted a drink. How much is that these days? How much is cod and chips and a drink these days? Skip Archie, how much is it these days? You know. Yeah, okay.
NC's Play registered super chatted £3.73. TBS hen, if you can't afford to send cubic meters per day, you are not popular. You are showing us you are not what you are.
Boss, you are showing... Are you here now? Boss, you are showing you are in the dome. You're in a dome, honey. Alex, I will educate you. Big up NCS Play coming through with that super chat there. I'll educate you 1, 2, 3. We are entrepreneurs. We are at the beginning stages of entrepreneurism. That's what we are. You know, when Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all these guys, Steve Jobs, they started from their mum's basement and they started from a garage and they started from the rock bottom. This is where we're at in entrepreneurism. Doesn't mean you're not going to be millionaires and billionaires, but you just got to start somewhere. You're starting from rock bottom. And, you know, you got to learn how to be clever with your money and keep your money. The fool is the one that goes outside and spends a whole bunch of money and 26 quid on chip burger and chips for lunch. And then you go home and you got a room full of fridge and then full of food and then it goes off and then you throw it in the bin. That's not very smart, is it? You have to get clever, bro. You have to keep money. So how you keep money is that you use the stuff what's in your bloody house and then you keep the money. You save the money. And you save money and you conserve, bro. Because you're at the beginning stages of your entrepreneurism. That's what you are. You're at the beginning stages. You're trying to crawl yourself out of the mud from the entrepreneurism, and you got to be clever. So you're living on beans and rice, as they say in the game. In the game, they call it living on beans and rice. You understand? And then after you get rich, you come off the beans and rice, and then you do better. You understand? But we're not there yet. We're at the beginning stages of our ultra. It doesn't mean we're not going to be rich. It doesn't mean we're not going to be successful. It doesn't mean that we haven't got a great channel. It doesn't mean you haven't got a great brand. It doesn't mean that you're not making no money. But you gotta go for it. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, so like I said, you know, it doesn't mean you're not doing that, but it means you got to go through that stages. You got to go through that. You got to go through that beans and rice and broke times 0 in the bank. If I show you my bank account right now, I've got probably, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's terrible. You got to go through that. Even when I woke up this morning and I was going to do my live stream just a minute ago, I said to myself, or I said to the universe, why is everything so hard for me right now? My back's hurting me. My bank account is very low at the moment, you understand? And, you know, I know that there's money coming through. Don't worry, you know, money's coming through, but why is it so hard? And the universe said to me, we'll teach you, I'm going to give you what you need to learn from this. It will teach you something. You know what I'm saying? It's what you need to learn from it. You know, I sawed up my back. I think it might be because when I was going in my garage, it's a small gap. My garage has only got a small gap to go in and out. And one day my gap was very small. I put my car small and I squeezed my way through. And it kind of messed up my lower back, bruised up my lower back. So I'm kind of in pain on my lower back. And so I'm in pain with my lower back. My finances are very low at the moment, and I didn't want to turn on my stream today. I was like, I didn't even want to start a stream. I said I might not do a stream today. But my other side guy said, get up, do your stream, do your duty, and stream, because you're going through it. You're going to be okay. You're making money, but you have to go through the process. The YouTube channel's doing good. Slow down a little bit. The car boot's doing good. The store's coming along to do good, and the next 2 months are going to be brilliant. You have to go through that process, man, unfortunately. You have to go. You put yourself in it. You get yourself out of it. You know what I mean? You never get rich if people are going live off your stream. You're going to live off your... You'll never get rich if people are going to live off your live streams. If you're going to... You never get rich if people are going to live off your investments when you should cut out, man. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna. I think I will be rich again. I think I'm clever enough to be rich. To be honest with you, the way I've been thinking lately, I can see light at another very, very dark tunnel of me getting rich very, very soon. And the funny thing about it, I feel I might get rich with my watch brand. I'm feeling that. I've got some super duper great ideas for next year. And all it takes is maybe an investor or something else. And I think I could even get, and I'm quite surprised because I really thought watches might have been done myself, but I'm realizing how I could really take this to another level and make a lot of money from it. You know what I mean? By having my own brand. It taught me something different. It opened my eyes, you know what I'm saying? But you see managers tonight, the donors picked you up. SOS Chris. Yes, sir. It does have that desired effect on you. When you're a streamer and you get a pinky and you get big donors, it does have that effect on you. It gives you a burst of energy. Where it does have the effect on most. A big CFI banner at the back of the gazebo would do good. I thought about that. It'd be a good idea, Ghost Pepper. Very good idea. I'll do it. I'll do it, bro. Thought about it. Thought I was supposed to do. I thought I was going to put something there, so I suppose it has to be a banner. Good idea. I'll do it. I'll do it. Lower that pain, gout. What's 40? Did you mean you said you knew everything about me? Honestly, followed happened 3 weeks ago. Boss, I know it's tough. Lower back pain, gout, etc. But there is paramedics out there with what's 40 a week job. There is. I agree with that. There's much people in a much worse position than me. But I am grinding though, Daniel K. I'm grinding. No one can deny that. I've been going back to back. And people seeing the results. And people respect me more now than before because they're finally seeing the light. They see. Before, I don't think they saw the light too much when I was sitting in the chair streaming and building the empire. I don't think they could actually see the vision. But I think from the watch brand and the market stall and the car boot and the thingy, and they're actually finally seeing what I was trying to show them from a long time ago. Finally. Do you mean you said you knew everything about me? Honestly, follow what happened 3 weeks ago in Pattaya. I don't know what happened. I don't know NCS, but I haven't been studying you. I haven't been time. You've been off my radar. Ever since we shook hand and call it quits. I ain't got no time to study anybody. I don't study my friends. I study my enemies. it's been a bloody hell of a journey. And I've been just, I don't know, man. But I'm so glad that I turned on my live stream today. I made myself a drink. I perked up my energy a little bit, and I'm feeling a lot better. So, you know, I feel good. I feel good. A lot more energy tonight. Everybody's seeing it and feeling it. And you know, I didn't retreat. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still pumping through. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing good. But we have to be responsible. So in the next 8 minutes, I will get off this stream. And, you know, because we've got to be responsible, and we have to wake up tomorrow at 4 o'clock and get on with our stream, you know, have a bit of breakfast. I've got to pump up the tyre as well tomorrow. I've got to pump up my tyre. My tyre keeps going flat on the back, I don't know why. And I've got to pump up the tyre. And then I've got to go and hit the streets off. Get the stool running, get going. I drink a fifth of Hennessy for my enemies. So, Sean Paul was talking about bringing back Hennessy shots and everything else. I'm not going to do it. It's just, it's very dangerous to me right now. I'm in a hazardous situation. I'm kind of scared. I think the last thing I'm going to do right now is just get myself drinking alcohol and shots and binge drinking right now. I think that's a terrible idea. I think I've got to stay away from it now. I'm in a very much dangerous situation when it comes to my health. Yeah, my you know, my blood pressure is you know, 170. You know, I'm trying to get it down. It should be about 120. I'm trying to get it down. I'm trying to work on it. You know, I'm surprised I used to drink so much in one day, one night, half a bottle or a bottle in one night. It's just not good for a man who's over 50. And that's hard liquor. It's taxing on the body, you know. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful of what you're doing. So your body can only take so much. You know what I mean? My body breaking down on me, bro. Gotta take good care of my health. I had a nice smoothie today. I have a good breakfast every morning. And make sure I take care of myself. You know? At the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. I'm going to be on there for another 5 minutes. And I'm getting out of here.
NC's play registered super chatted £3.73. Ask Capio's wife or Wizard ex-wife. I didn't have S43X with her but FIGWT Club Borka.
I'm silent. I'm just lost from thinking about something. I think I'm in a daze now. I think I'm going to have to sign off this stream. NCS play. Oh, man, knackered, man. I'm just complete. I just can't wait for these 2 months to be over, man. I'm going to take myself a holiday. I might have to take myself a holiday before that. But I just ain't really got the cake. I might take myself a massage before. I need a massage. So I need a massage. It's just play. You can't do something for me, man. Do something for me, man. Let's go on the PayPal. Let's go somewhere. Somewhere on the PayPal. Let's go somewhere on the PayPal. Yeah, now. North Coast, somewhere on the PayPal. Let's go. Let's take a trip somewhere. Let's take when can we go though? It's so complicated because when you do a stream on when you're gonna work on a Friday, or I'm gonna work Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday. So that means I could go like on a Thursday, Friday, or even Wednesday and come back Friday, or even come back on a 2-day trip somewhere. We need to go somewhere, man, to recharge our batteries, man. Feel like I'm running a race which is fast. Seems like everybody ran away from us, Gino, NCS play. Everybody's ran away from us. Right, guys, I had my cup of tea. Give me something in return, I'll consider it. Well, is there anything I can give you in return, NCS play? I don't know, I'll give you content. I'll give you content, mate. So I'll give you it. Or you want a weight loss challenge? Let's do a weight loss challenge. Let's do it. I need something. I need a weight loss challenge. I can give you content in return. I can give you, what else can I give you? We need to do something. Still here, sauerkraut. Yeah, I'll just say sauerkraut, Gino. We need to do something. Or maybe we get some soldiers together and bring a girl on the stream. We give it to a lady to come on the stream. Do a stream with us. Or maybe go to Manchester for a couple of days or something. I wouldn't mind going to Manchester for a couple of days. Liverpool, Manchester for a couple of days. That would be nice. Or we can go to Europe. But the thing is, you have to plan it. So that's the thing about it. When you got bring back Carol Costa. She's a beautiful girl, man. We gotta find new girls, man. We gotta find new things. We gotta get some cake together, like, you know. Bring back, you know, we gotta get some cake together and big up to sauerkraut. Have we been generous with the person in fantasy again? I'm still here, man. We ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. We just gotta, you know what it is we got Gino of Coke, we got NCS Play, we got me, and we gotta come up with something. We gotta do better, guys. We gotta. You know what, guys? Between us three, we gotta do seriously. Between us three, let's sit down and talk. All three of us are big genius guys. All of us are legends. All three of us can do some big damage in the game, but we gotta move a little bit more with a little bit more power. You know, we got to move with a little bit more power. We got to do some power moves, guys. And I'm willing to chip in too. We've got to do some power moves. Now, what's the power move? It's either we need to get... I've got dime pieces on my Facebook I can bring on a stream, but we have to try and get some cake together, and then we just say, okay, we put this cake in a pot on a PayPal, we'll get a dime piece on. Or we need to say we're going to go somewhere for like a few days, 3 days, 3-day trip somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a 3-day trip somewhere. That will boost the channel. You know, we need to move with some power. We need to move with some power. And yeah, we need to move with some power. So we can do some power moves. It will take us to orbit. You know what I mean? Something will take us to orbit. Because it's all good. It's all good being in a chair and having a drink. And it's cool, you know? It's everything. But we can bounce the ball a little bit. We can bounce the ball. You know, we can do something great. If we all three of us put, and I'm willing to do it, man. I'm willing to put it in, man. I'm willing to do it. You know, I'm willing to bounce the ball, even if it's for a couple of days or something. You know, I want to do something. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And next year I've got to do some serious power move, man. Can't carry on like this, man. I need a great investor. I feel like I'm just I feel like I've just worked myself to... I feel like I'm working myself to death in this country. I feel like I'm working so hard, man. It's just like, God damn. Does it ever stop? In life, you gotta be so strong, man. You gotta be strong. That's what we gotta do, G Northcott. We gotta do that. And we gotta, that's true. But we gotta, even if we gotta do something for like a trip before we get to Thailand, before we get to Philippines. Like a 5-day trip or something, like on a Monday to Friday or something. Trip. Well, who inspires you to do car boot? Someone in the chat said it, mentioned it. Well, someone in the chat should be up to Sean Prawn. Someone mentioned it, Sean Prawn, in the chat. Never thought about it. You know me, I'm always hungry for when people talk in the chat. And then a light bulb just went off in my head, like, bingo. Shit. I don't mind trying that. Maybe I should try that, because at that point I had a bloody stock full of watches, thinking, oh, and there was only sold so much on a YouTube channel, so I'm thinking, what else can I do? You know what I'm saying? What's the next move now to get rid of the rest of the next part of the watches? Someone mentioned a car boot, I don't know who it was. Bingo. I said, okay, let me go search this now. Search bar for nearest car boot to me. Decided to go down there, and then the rest is history. Good evening, Beth. Did you sell any products today? I loved art. I didn't sell any products, no, but I gave one away. Yeah, so yeah, someone said car boot, and then I went down there. I never forget it, man. I think it was I don't know if it was the first day or the second day, but one of the two. One of the days I sold 23 watches. I think it might have been the first or the second day. Second time of doing car boot. Or it was when I started up in my game. That's what it was. That's what it was. When I had the small table and I was doing car boot, then someone said to me, you need to spread, bro. You need to spread. You need to spread out your car boot. Spread it out. You know, and I was watching other people spreading out their car boot, like 10 tables, you know what I mean? 10 tables and spreading out their car boot. And people were saying, you need to spread, you need to spread. So I invested in 3 tables. Then I spread it out. And then bingo. I never forget, I saw 23 watches in one day. And that was just like a light opener. Like, God damn, you can make money like that you can make money like that in car boot. I didn't even know you could make money like that in car boot. Looks like I'll be doing car boot every week then, innit? Because I'm broke. Seems like there's a demand for this. So I started doing it every week, and then I started meeting new friends, and then some guy, people just, a lot of people, one thing about me, people take a liking to me wherever I go. I got that personality. People get a like. Some guy took a like to me. He said, look, I got a spot for you next to me in another car boot, which is quite further up north. And but it's a good one. A lot of money running around. And it's a prime spot on a Sunday. Sure enough, you know me, I tried to go up there, and that's when I got the puncher. And I got there late and fucked up. But I still got the spot. And I still got the spot. I wasn't going to go. I got the puncher. I was going to turn around, not go. Decided to go. Got the spot. And I'd only made like 70 quid that day because I was just all over the place. But then I knew that spot was a prime premier spot. And the next week, I made good money, and I've been, to realise I got that premier spot in the summertime. Right now, it's like going into low season of car boot, but in the summertime, that a prime spot like that, which I've got there, will kick ass, man. It will kick ass. So now I do that up there on a Sunday, and I do that on a Saturday in the car boot, and then on a Wednesday I do the market store. So I elevated into the market store. Then I'm going to do the whatnot as well. So, it's going to be whatnot. It's going to be YouTube. It's going to be car boot. It's going to be, where it is. I generally never car boot. I never car boot sale. Was still thinking of the UK until Barry started. I never knew myself, I never knew. I never even would have dreamed of something like that. I just didn't know you could make money from the car boot, so. Didn't know, I thought it was about £1 and £2 stuff, didn't I? That's what I thought. I never knew that. But, it sure is a thing. It sure is, and it took us into the market store. It propelled us into the market store. And next year, if G Northcote comes up with some big investment in the Club Fillers Inc., we are going to get that money, and then we're going to make kiosks all around the UK, and we're going to be selling watches all around the UK, 5 kiosks all around the UK, and we're all going to be millionaires by the end of the year. Do you believe that? How much is the car boot sell? How much is the car boot sell? Car boot is only £5, bro, but the other one is £10. The one on Sunday is £10. The car boot is £5 for the pitch. Yeah, we're going to propel. Market just gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, and we're going to propel. Where me and G Northcote are going to put money together. We're going to do kiosks with the dime pieces all up and down the country. We're going to double up the price of the watches. We're going to put them all around the UK in all the malls. And we're going to be making money when we sleep. When we sleep, we wake up, money's going to be in our pocket. And it's going to be 5 different places around the UK. And pow. We're going to make a lot of money. All the way to the bank. It's time next year, millionaires. 3 RKS around the UK selling Northcote branded quality timepieces. You can even do that. I don't mind putting your name on it too. If the investment's right, I put your name on it. I put Northcote watches. Get the right brand, the leather strap, the watches, put Northcote on it. They're selling 5 kiosks up and down the country with dime pieces in it. Do you know, if we had 5 kiosks up and down the country in Manchester, Birmingham, London, Bristol, and Leeds, up and down the country, 5 kiosks, and we had dime pieces in different places, and they only sold 10 watches a day at £40. You know how much money that is? If they sold 10 watches a day at £40 a piece, right, that would be £400 of each kiosk. Each kiosk times 5 is £2,000 a day. If you add up to 30 days, so 60 grand in a month. £720,000 a year. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You know, if they sold 20 in one day, that is £1.4 million in a year. £1.4 million a year if they sold 20 in every day, each one of them. This is how people become rich, because they take chances and risks and do things like that. But I suspect you go on Dragon's Den, they haven't reached them at this stage. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah. That's how you become rich. You reinvest your money into appreciating assets and not depreciating assets, like cars and jewelry and foolishness or spend money on. Put it into appreciating assets. You got to take risks. All this is a risk. Risk versus reward. Risk versus reward. And when you hit that big, you hit that big. Just hit it. Big time. Do it big or don't do it at all. Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. Guys, I had fun today. Big up all the super chatters, guys. I got to get up early in the morning. I'm being irresponsible now. I got to get up early in the morning. Big up all the guys in the chat, the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. I was just having a laugh with you, Gino, just having a laugh. Big up all the guys in the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel, but I might put the plan together myself, though. I'm trying my best to. Big up all the guys in the chat, the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Big up G Northcote. Big up NCS Play. I'm going to get out of here. I had fun. I'm going to see you on the other side of the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Big up all the guys who came through today and supported the cause. I appreciate that. Gave me a little bit of a boost. I've been feeling kind of low lately, you know what I mean? Things are kind of down. I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to dust myself off. I'm going to try and do some new things. I'm going to try and bring a lady on the stream. I'm going to try and do my part. I'm going to be trying to do more streams. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give up. You know, we had a good little bounce the ball today, guys. The NCS Play came through. Sour Crap came through. You know, we bounced the ball a little bit. We had a little fun. We had a good little chit chat. You know, we're crawling ourselves up, guys. We're getting back out there. The boss is coming back. You written me off, but you written me off, but I'm not written me out. I'm coming back again. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bounce the ball. We're going to come back, you know what I'm saying? And we're coming back again. All we need is a dime piece. All we need is a little dime piece. All we need is a little dime piece now and a little holiday, a little trip away, a little 1 or 2 days away. And, man, we're in orbit. We're in orbit, man. You know what I'm saying? Never give up. Just keep pushing through, you know what I'm saying? Just keep pumping through, keep going, you know what I'm saying? And we just take it from there, you know what I mean? Big up Gino Northcote with that big super chat there, £100, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just appreciate the love coming through. All in the name of fun and jokes and laughs. And just understand, if you're in the background, we just have a laugh, we just have a little joke, we just have a little something, we have a little banter. But at the end of the day, it's all love. There's no hate. We just keep pumping through at the Club Fillers YouTube channel. Barry the Boss is signing off.